It's kinda hurt just to say. I done lost all my dogs in the game. Hey. This kinda hurt just to say. I done lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game. Hey, this kinda hurt just to say. I lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game. I was rolling with some niggas that was acting up. They was running down to you giving the package up. My young niggas be rolling and they blazing shit until the cops came in and they bagged them up. All them niggas be worried about getting fashion up. Big guns into the niggas and tag them up. I ain't worried about a motherfucking thing. I'm chasing my fucking dream and never giving this passion up. This for all of my dogs in this bitch and the ones that I lost in the pit. And this for all of my dogs doing life and they sick and they paying the price for this shit. I can never get them back and it's fucked up. But them hating motherfuckers say it's tough luck. But you know that I'ma ride for my niggas, slide for my niggas. They'll never do it and it's fucked up. This kinda hurt just to say. I done lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game. Hey, this kinda hurt just to say. I lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game.
I lost Greg, it was 2014. I lost nigga, it was 2018. The niggas gave me the game. My eye can't feel the pain. Greg was strapped with a 38, nigga was strapped with the same. Them niggas been rockin' since back in the day. Why they put my boys in the grave? They put my boys in the grave. I thought it all was just good. Carry that tray for that dough, you ain't know that my boys in the hood. Little engine that could, packing that thing on my waist. I ain't back out on no scuffle, why should I tussle? Cock it back and let it bust you. Six pack, I came from the muscle. All day I was riding with you. If I was there, swear I'd die with you. Pass a couple pistols, slide for you. With law here, I ain't lying to you. Came home at a job for you, but I ain't know where to find you, nigga. Run it up and make the potties, nigga. Now you in the sky, so you flying, nigga. I bought a burner as soon as I hit the streets in the slaughterhouse to kill a beef. I was raised up by some cold-hearted motherfuckers that wouldn't defend the weed. Fuck who you pretend to be, I do you just like a Kennedy. In the drum hole like infinity, shoot till it's empty, so you know the hell where I'm sending them. Still screaming, fuck all my enemies.
This kinda hurt just to say. I done lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game. Hey, this kinda hurt just to say. I lost all my dogs in the game. Every time that I think it is gonna get better, somebody get put in the grave. I know what the love it can pain. And when money involved, niggas change. Niggas out here going ape shit, ain't no loyalty up in the game.
What you know about living on the bottom of Section 8, trying to get to the top, get to the top. Niggas ducking bullets in my hood from OB, clutching when they spin the block. They spin the block, coming from a neighborhood with no love. Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters in the coldest summers. Coming from a neighborhood with no love. Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters in the coldest summers.
I just wanted them to love me, but they ain't feel my pains. But see niggas with see-through like the window panes. Running wild in these streets insane. Not even for the money, for the fame, but for the love of the game. Federal notes in God we trust. Take it back to backpack of days, hop in the bus. Swerving hard to stay out of them cuffs. And even though what we do is wrong, nigga, I'ma do it for us. Cold hard as summer's wintertime with the heat on. If it's about some bread and you there, put meat on. Uncle and I get my young OG on. Coke by the mountaintop, enough for you to ski on. Every night until the break of day. Figure out how we gon' make a way. Fuck government assistance and the Section 8s. Thinking about how I'm gonna make this play. Just give me snaps and pray I make it safe.
What you know about living on the bottom of Section 8, trying to get to the top, get to the top. Niggas ducking bullets in my hood from OB, clutching when they spin the block. They spin the block, coming from a neighborhood with no love. Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters in the coldest summers. Coming from a neighborhood with no love. Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters in the coldest summers.
Snoop Dogg, mixing juice with the gin. And the
trap late for a week to get you with the Timbs. Reminiscing about dead homies on the stoop up them tins. I gotta remove all my enemies, I'm losing friends. Where do I begin? I can see 10 times ahead of me. After that, I'm sure to try to put light in me. The devil on my shoulder testing me. My shadow is scared of war next to me. They just trying to get the best of me. Haters wanna see the death of me. I'm rolling now, I started feeling myself. The pillman is so missing messages. I got a bitch rolling up in the passenger. That's how I jump in the whip now. Wasting my energy, all of my enemies. Say that they wanna be friends now. I can stick with them close and I know that they want me dead. I think that I got a grip now. I mix the ENJ with the promethazine. I think that I gotta sit down. I got too many kids and I know I can't let them down because I'm on some popular shit and I'm popping them quick. Dirty dick and mask gloves. If I get the drop on your shit, then I'm dropping the clip. Lucci bought the 12 gauge and Shotty pop making flips and the massacre shots. Looking like a jack in the box. I wish you from the top of the whip. Oh.
Trying to get to the top, get to the top. Clutching when they spin the block, they spin the block. Coming from a neighborhood with no love.
Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters and the coldest summers.
Coming from a neighborhood with no love.
Haters will throw you under. We done had the hottest winters and the coldest summers.
Watch out, Stizzy run a beat, pop pop.
Yeah. And let it bang.
This my jam, nigga.
Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up, go sip that drink. Go blow all on some gang. These niggas just too lame for you. Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up, go sip that drink. Go blow all on some gang. These niggas just too lame for you. I never had love for lames. Came up too reckless in the game. Tell the haters stay in they lane. I don't want them to lose their brain. I'm turned off promethazine. I cannot stay away from lean. Every day it be like a dream. We just get money with the team.
I've been in the trap, trying to run another pack, bitches mad, chasing back, and I'm hating 'cause I got a swag,
Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up, go sip that drink. Go blow all on some gang. These niggas just too lame for you. Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up, go sip that drink. Go blow all on some gang. These niggas just too lame for you.
These niggas be weird and be so lame. Bitches in the way like what's your whole thing? They smell it. We about to blow like propane. Now your hoes wanna slide like Soul Train. Okay, let's make sure you bring some woods. We got weed to smoke, and everything we do is what we do. Nobody else needs to know. No, goddamn, all the ladies want my love, baby, not now. Gabby, Frankie, perfect time, keep me bust down. It's 100-yard carries when we touch down. Okay, now understand we on a mission, so we got to go get it. There's money on the line, I'm with it. Come in, I'm dealing. Get paid and get out your feelings. Go live. I can show you how we living. Don't lie. Chase misses got you chilling. Getting fucked up, double cupped up. Been the vet whenever we in the building. They said no smoker, but as soon as we showed up to the show late, we was already strode up. Lit it ain't giving shit, so what? Like I'm the baddest motherfucker around town, show enough.
Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up, go sip that drink. Go blow all on some gang. These niggas just too lame for you. Roll up and let it bang. While you screaming out gang, go ahead and let it rain. It's cool. Don't slow up.
Yeah. Get it. Yeah. Get it. Money and a problem. Niggas acting like it's an option. I get it, chasing bad. Niggas be talking, ready to be frauding. Money and a problem. Niggas be acting like it's an option. Get up, chasing bad. Niggas is talking, ready to be frauding. Money. Kill a nigga, try to take it from me. Shoot a chicken with my dogs, they hungry. Grinding on my life, Nipsey Hussle. hustle. I'm the coolest monkey in the jungle. I get that work and I move it. Them niggas don't know what y'all doing. Playing rolling with the day. Grinding can't be a day late. Fuck the haters and the naysays. Going nuts over my paydays. Wait, and the chain wet like Bermuda. Pull up like in the Uber, but the drop on my shoulder. Money, and a problem. Niggas is acting like it's an option. I get up, get it, chasing bad. Niggas be talking, ready to be fraudin'. Money, and a problem. Niggas be acting like it's an option. Get up, chasing bad. Niggas is talking, ready to be fraudin'. I get up, chase a bag. All I know is hustle, get the cash, yeah. Every time I'm online, nigga gotta reach me via cash, yeah. Re back up, then I'm stacking that. Doing numbers like the NASDAQ. So much money on me, keep the gun up on me. Case they run up on me, take his ass to the mat. Bus traps, anywhere the cash go, I'll be right there with it. V-Lamb standing on a chair with it. Throwing money, blowing smoke in the air with it. All my chains on like I'm that. Nigga, do it better, no nail, nigga. Silked up, they already know how I carry. I'm the carrier. Money, and a problem. Niggas is acting like it's an option. I get up, get it, chasing bad. Niggas be talking, ready to be fraudin'. Money, and a problem. Niggas be acting like it's an option. Get up, chasing bad. Niggas is talking, ready to be fraudin'.
Watch out, Stizzy run a beat, pop.
I'm supposed to cash out on the bitch. I just got dashed out on the bitch. They want me some racks out on the bitch. I ain't got ass out on the bitch. Oh, they know. Hey. I'm supposed to cash out on the bitch. I just done dashed out on the bitch. Want me some racks all on the bitch. But I can ass all on the bitch. I do it all on the face. I'm a dog in the cage. I'm too hard for you, babe. This fish is all in the lake. I'm supposed to cash out on the bitch. I just done dashed out on the bitch. They want me spend racks all on the bitch. But I ain't got ass all on the bitch. And I do it all on the face. Bitch, I'm a dog in the cage. I'm too hard for you, babe. And this fish is all in the lake. I got up on my ass and start whipping and rocking, they noticed it. Shorty Maccas, I'm stunting all over the block and I'm on my shit. When my mama had told me don't play in them pots, I was focused, bitch. And my papa said niggas go get it they self, they don't hold for shit. For that chicken, I shoot him, put him in the box, cut his stove for this. I'm too hard to be cuffing these bitches, no lovey or jokey shit. I can't take back my words when I say bitch, you can get smoked for this. And after I'm done finish laying, that bitch get a Uber with. All y'all bitches be acting like y'all do not know who be true to this. I can never have love for a thought or a smut or a stupid bitch. That's why I don't want her for nothing except for that stupid lit. These hoes only want us for money, I want them for super hit. She wanted that sex, put my dick in the mouth till I go to bed. I'ma stay in the zone, I'ma stun to these hoes cause I know I'm lit. I don't need them for nothing, just fucking and sucking, you know that's it. I'm a beast, I'm a dog and you bitches, and all of y'all know y'all sick. I'm supposed to cash out on the bitch, I just done dashed out on the bitch. Want me spend racks all on the bitch, but I can ass all on the bitch. I do it all on the face, I'm a dog in the cage. I'm too hard for you, babe, this fish is all in the lake. I'm supposed to cash out on the bitch, I just done dashed out on the bitch. They want me spend racks all on the bitch, but I can ass all on the bitch. And I do it all on the face, bitch, I'm a dog in the cage. I'm too hard for you, babe, and this fish is all in the lake.
nigga.
I'm a hood nigga. That's why these bitches on me.
These bitches on me.
Got your baby mama lying to you, blowing kisses on me.
Blowing kisses
Said
on
I'm
me.
a hood nigga.
I'm a hood
Ball
nigga.
rings, Timberlands.
Timberland.
I don't fuck with ones. Bankroll, straight Benjamins.
Said I'm a hood nigga. That's why these bitches on me.
These bitches on me.
Got your baby mama lying to you, blowing kisses on me.
Blowing kisses
Said
on
I'm
me.
a hood nigga.
I'm a hood
Ball
nigga.
rings with Timberlands.
With Timberland.
I don't fuck with ones. Bankroll, straight Benjamins.
Benjamin. I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Girl, I got something for you, pussy niggas sound though. All you niggas fucking, you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. All you niggas fucking. I said fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Said fucking. Fuck with me, you think I'm bluffing. I turn your muffin into stuffing. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the two, let's do construction. Took some losses, couple wounded in the coasters. 9 to 5, went from workers into bosses. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the twos and do construction. I feel like these pussy niggas on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, they're like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas, sound off. I feel like these niggas praying on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, feel like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas, sound off. All you niggas fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey, I said fucking. All you niggas fucking. If you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey,
Fuck 'em. I can JX on my F-150 truck 'em. Fuck 'em in the wood, that turkey get this stuffing. Super savage on them, ever with the cuffing. Get the money, game my nigga, shit is nothing. Hey, we do this shit. Middle finger to the ops, all them pussy niggas in the cops. Won't take a bullet in they top, won't try to take something I got. Big bandana on his face, snatch that slammer off my waist. Get the jamming on y'all bitch ass niggas and do the race. You know how I shit get, just some South Philly shit. Won't trust none of y'all niggas, it was fuck y'all from the rip. Fuck y'all from the rip.
I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Girl, I got something for you pussy niggas, sound off. All you niggas fucking. If you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. All you niggas fucking. I said fucking. If you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Said fucking. Hey, nice, I ain't know this one hit with this one, huh? Shot like every day. Bitches pussy popping full of bag, nigga. Daughters fall in the same trade, this shit is sad, nigga. Never thought a dream that I would nigga choose a two. But I was thinking about it ever since the start of school. Seeing my homies die, cool, you mean it wasn't cool. So I had to protect myself, a nigga. feel like, hey. Shot like every day. Bitches pussy popping full of bag, nigga. Daughters fall in the same trade, this shit is sad, nigga. Never thought a dream that I would nigga choose a two. But I was thinking about it ever since the start of school. Seeing my homies die, crucial man, it wasn't cool. So I had to protect myself, a nigga wasn't lose. Like a piranha just when I snatch you. All of my homies, they stay in packs too. Living the life in the presence of a feeling, nigga. Niggas grimy and getting slimy, getting gritty with your bitches to play. Vacay on the way, think about it in the cold of LA. But I wasn't born in the Bay. Gotta take it back to South Philly, hey. Niggas do. Got a cousin in Jamil that a bucket too. My brother Mickey got a shot at here, busted too. But the niggas to play, vacay on the way. Think about it in the cold of LA. But I wasn't born in the Bay. Gotta take it back to South Philly, hey. I'm from Philly. We know how to party. I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. And we know how to party.
Go ahead, let's do it.
This is the full-time radio show for the record. Fuck trash rappers. I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
It's your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, Bro Guys. Rest in peace, Jimmy D's. It's your boy.
This is Johnny Checks. You already know we're back here every Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. This is ABM 101 Worldwide, and we're a full-time radio show.
Yeah.
All-Star P in the building. You already know that.
Yo, man. Sorry for the lateness, y'all. We took exits we didn't have to take.
Blame Johnny Checks, man.
We drank bottles we didn't have to drink. It's been a crazy week, man. If y'all just tuning in with us, man, full-time radio show. We had the Night of Royalty last week. Logic the Beat Man, the Beast on the Beat Champion, Volume 1. And Prince Hakeem came through and blessed the mic and blessed it, man. What a knowledgeable interview. J-Dub, man, how you feel about last week?
Oh, that shit was dope. Shout out to Logic the Beat Man. That's my guy. Yeah, I mean, that's a day one brother right there. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. Yeah, I mean, stakeout entertainment type shit. Like, motherfuckers don't even know what that is type shit, but it's cool. Yeah, I mean, Logic the Beat Man, that's my guy. Yeah, I mean, Beast on the Beat Volume 2, that's my pick for the winner, too. But Prince Hakeem, that's my dude, too. Yeah, I mean, he show hella love. Like, the Jigsaw shit is popping, so... Yeah, I mean, shout out to both of them cats. Dope interview last week. Facts.
Johnny Checks, man, what you feel about last week?
All right, so you already know my opinion on these kind of episodes when we got producers and artists coming in for the same show.
Had the tandem, yeah.
Because to me, it's, all right, we got both platforms of music right there. So we got somebody who's making beats that you could buy and that we're putting on to everybody. And then we got somebody to flame, you know, how we do the damn bars at the end of every show.
Already,
so when we put two of them together, I'm like, we're looking at both people at both parts of the song. Like,
but look, it came out right at the end of the show, too. Because, like, all right, look. Before that, what we do? We did Sling Raw and Black Corleone.
Yeah.
Which was dope. Dope as shit.
Before that,
and
we did
Leggy Bangers and Fifth Stone.
Yeah,
right.
Super dope.
So the only episodes that we ever had that was producer/rapper, every single one of them ended up dope. You know what I mean? The bars at the end of the show is what people look for at the end of the day. So, like, every show that we did was dope like that. So, for Prince Hakeem to rock a Logic beat at the end of the show.
That's what my goal was.
That's all it is. That's the goal at the end of the day.
And the one thing I like to point out, too, is, like, the producers we bring on, all these guys have one beat battle tournaments. Like, these are seasoned veterans with trophies and chains and stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Logic the Beat Man, because he's the champion coming off of Beats on the Beat Volume 1.
Yeah,
so.
and, you know, regardless, my man Sling Raw won the Philly crown. So, at the end of the day, he's still Philly's king and producer right now. Until someone beats him in the tournament, or the Supreme Bars tournament.
Well, shout out to my guy DJ Welch, then, if you want to get into that, because Welch just beat him round one of Beats on the Beat Volume 1.
I feel you.
I don't care what you disagree with the judges. Do all you want. My guy Welch won round.
Welch won round 1, man.
Yo, you guys all hear this, man? These two men are fighting over how hot the producers are. Like I said, so I feel like that backed up my statement. Yo, the producers are beasts.
All-Star P wasn't here last week to, you know, enjoy and celebrate the champion. So I want to get his opinion on what he felt about the Beast on the Beat event, man.
Right. I wasn't here for the interview. I was on a family vacation. You feel me? Hashtag family matters.
Facts.
But 100.
You know what I mean? But I was there to witness it live. You feel me? It was our event. It was a super dope event. Logic definitely came with some heat, man. I mean, there was a couple toss-ups. But at the end of the day, it was the judge's decision. That's what they decided. And I mean, I can't disagree with them though.
Nah, but at the end of the day, you're right, because like ultimately, for a producer to make it to the next round, the judges have to pick him, right? So, I mean, do y'all agree with how it went down at Beast on the Beat?
Look, see, now, here's my opinion on that. Now, I agree and disagree at the same time.
Right.
Now, for the fact that they made that decision in the semifinals to send Logic to beat me, I mean, the dude that DJ Welch went against, to go ahead of Supreme Kai.
Supreme Kai,
so Supreme Kai took
that
DJ
was the
Welch.
tough choice. Yeah.
Now, see, with me, my personal opinion, in that individual round,
it was Welch.
Welch should have continued. But what they did is they gathered from the previous rounds to the current rounds,
and they said everything.
And then as a whole, they were like, your music sounded the same. So kind of like, look, you're very good in this lane, but could you do another lane or not? Like that's what it leaves in the judge's name and in a mind. So like,
I mean, I can't hate on that though. I get it at the end of the day, but I see where you're coming from, because at the end of the day, my personal opinion is Welch won that battle.
Facts.
It should have been Welch and Logic in the finals, but then you could date all the way back to round 1 and say maybe Logic wouldn't even be in round 2 because Fifth Stone was that hot. You never know. You know what I mean?
Fifth slept on.
Yeah.
Shout out to my fucking guy, Fifth Stone. That's
Fifth
a fact.
Is super
That's my boy.
There's a reason why we keep talking about this Beast on the Beat event, man, weeks after, because it was just that fire, and we are starting something big with these producers, man. It's
but
like,
wait.
Without the
That's
producers,
not only why, though. It's not like Volume 1 was the end of it.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Volume 2, September 1st.
That's it. It's
Yeah.
going
We're
down.
not going to disrespect the whole Beast on the Beat movement.
No, look, we like this
Like,
movement
come
so
on.
much. Everybody will putting producers and performers together in the same building with big crowds. To me, that's we have to ride out. We're trying to go to volume 300, like the Spartans
But
did.
that's
and
what
shit,
it's
but
about at the end of the
You know
day.
what I mean? Every show
Shout
a
out to
monster.
Johnny Checks,
We've
man.
talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this on the past 3 weeks of this show, full-time radio show, For the Record, fuck trash rappers at the end of the day. We've talked about this, like, word up. The whole reason why we started this Beast on the Beat movement is to put producers, entertainers, spitters, all that under one umbrella in the same building so everybody could network with each other, right?
Right, facts.
That's what we
Exactly.
started this for. And that's the dopest part about this event.
Yeah.
Every other show you go to or every other event you go to is just 20 performers, maybe 30 performers that the fucking promoter don't give a fuck about at the end of the
Right,
day.
right.
They just putting on these motherfuckers on stage to get their money and get off.
Yep.
They don't care how it sounds. They don't give a fuck
That's the
about
truth.
nothing.
Exactly.
We put this show together and this series together for producers, artists, entertainers, singers, whoever's in the building to network at the same fucking time and to see what happens at the end of it.
Yeah,
And
so-
at the end of the day, what comes out, the finished product is what happened last week. Shout out to Prince Hakeem, shout out to Logic the Beat Man. Jigsaw Volume 2 coming soon. That's
It
it.
is. It's a creation.
That's what we trying to do at the end of the day.
And we accomplished our goal.
Right.
My man Prince Hakeem came through, embodied it, and I'm telling you right now, my man spit nothing. It was all freestyle, and he did his thing.
It was dope.
Trust me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that was a
Come
fact.
on,
Hakeem
bro.
did his thing, all
Yeah.
freestyle, came through. Yo, man, there's two cats last week I really, really respect. You know what I mean? Just the
Yeah,
way
nah, dope.
I could both see them both on TV doing things like that.
I
And one
agree.
thing I like
They're
is like,
bosses in their field, man.
yeah, and at
True.
the end when we do the bars
Uh-oh.
segment, I like the fact that you know what I mean. Like you could tell that some of them are actually freestyling because they'll talk about what's going on currently right in front of them visually. Like they're seeing and they'll start spitting. Like I'm in ABM 101. You know what I mean? Like,
You can't
it's
take
just
my
fun.
you can't take my biased opinion at the end of the day, because Logic the Beat Man, I came up from the mud with Logic. Like when I say first started type shit, like Lynch, me and you was first started too. We was in high school. You would show up to my class at high school and pass me raps. Like, yo, bro, this my new rap, bro. Read this shit. I'm dead ass. Logic was one of them guys. You know what I mean? Like he was in the mud with us. He grew up with us. He came from the trenches with
came
us.
from our
high
school,
school
man.
type
We
shit.
went to
You know what I
school
mean?
with the
Like,
fools.
Trust me,
Yeah.
bro. I'm in the same
yo,
development.
shout out to Overbrook High School at the end of the day, because if you wasn't really about what you say you about, or you wasn't talented in that type of way, you wasn't making it in Overbrook. That's a fact.
No, you weren't. You got Johnny Check
There was
eventually.
so
That's
much
what I ran
talent.
into.
There was so much talent coming up when we was coming up. Like, we had to keep our swords sharp. You know what I mean? We had to. There was no other choice. You know what I mean? It was that much talent in that area
And you
that
know,
we
they know
had
about
to do
us from
that.
the school
Like,
era, man. Like I said, they know about us from that. Like if you wasn't doing your thing, people knew about it. If you was
Word
doing
up.
your thing, they knew about it.
And I'm sure it's the
They know
same in
about
other
you.
areas. Like, shout out to everybody in Philly that's listening. Shout out to everybody in Jersey that's listening. I'm sure it's the same in y'all area too. Like, if y'all came up in the jungle with a bunch of other talented motherfuckers where y'all had to keep y'all swords sharp and fucking stay on top of your game, then I respect y'all, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. That's what kept y'all hungry. That's what kept y'all in this shit. Like, nowadays it's different. It's like nobody's talented. It's just who's got the best look, who dresses the best, who does the. It ain't nothing about how it used to be. The game is
Nah.
different nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, we
I
get-
ain't gonna
we
get
get
into
into
that.
that. Yeah, we
Whatever.
get into that
Watch
every
the
week.
circus video if y'all
That's
want to
what I'm
see
saying.
it.
I wanted to
You know
get
what I
in-
mean?
I wanted to get
That's
into
it.
that, man.
I'm chilling.
Right,
bro.
like there's cool doing new and different things, but there's a damn line, yo. Like a lot of us, you know, women are women and men are men, you know. But,
That's it.
we're
There's
not
always
gonna
a
go
line and
there,
shit.
but
It's a
let's keep it
fucking-
real.
But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Logic the Beat Man, Prince Hakeem. But something we came through last week with was promoting this circus video, man. You know, it's sitting on like 6K right now.
6,500 views in a
6.5K
week.
Early.
You know, it's been about a week and a half.
6,500
Let's keep moving.
in about 2
You know what I mean?
weeks.
Let's keep it moving. You know, we talk about the trash rappers and that shit. My man J-Dot is the villain, the super villain of the shit.
The honey wise of this
The
shit.
honey wise of
about
the
a
shit,
pint
so,
deep right now.
You know, shout out to
Pint and a
everybody
half.
who, you know, I feel like Logic and Prince really, it was digging that shit. You know what I mean? And everybody was, and everybody is.
Prince showed me love after the show too. He said that shit was crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, like, you've been doing this shit, right? Like, you, before we came back, before me and Johnny Checks or All Star P or anybody was involved in this movement, you was doing your thing by yourself.
Yeah.
You was at shows by yourself. You was in the
Oh,
move by yourself. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So I came back, and I feel like a lot of the credited motherfuckers like Prince Hakeem or whoever else they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
Facts. They don't know who the fuck
around
I am.
around the local hip hop circuit. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They don't know who I am until they hear something. So Prince Hakeem reached out to me after the show and was like, "Yo, that circus shit is crazy. I didn't know it was like that." You know what I mean?
Yeah. They know
That's
about
love
J-Dot,
at the
but
end
they
of
better
it.
know, bro, because
I've been in this shit though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like they might just be
know.
getting to know off of that video or the last verse or fuck
Been in
you
this shit,
or
though.
whatever it is. I've been in this shit.
and like I said,
You
they
know
know
what I mean?
they know around the high school too. You know, they know that you've been in this shit. That's why we kind of bringing that up
See,
right now.
motherfuckers like Logic, the beat man, they know what's up.
They know what's exactly.
You know what I mean?
They
That
know
was
what's
one
up.
of the first motherfuckers handing me beats, and you know what I
Facts.
mean, like, it just is what it is. I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with playing that type of role. You know what I mean? Like, he might not know who I am. He might not know who I am. I gotta prove myself type shit. I'm cool with that role.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Because
I mean-
every time I might not even have to do nothing. They might just have to look up a video or the latest song we just did for them to know. I don't even got to put in no work. They just
Right,
hear
like,
that
right,
and they're
right.
like, "Yo, this motherfucker's solidified." You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
Now, the
I'm
way you
cool
were
with
saying that, the way I just thought of that is like,
The way we carry
you
ourselves,
don't
man.
ever have to act any different if you're
Right.
already acting 100% the way you're supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like,
Right.
if these new faces are coming in, like you shouldn't feel no new pressure
And I don't.
on anybody at all because like you're gonna do what you do regardless.
That's
So,
my point.
They're
'Cause
gonna
at the
bite
end
or
of the
they're gonna-
day-
or they're not gonna bite.
That's exactly my point. Because at the end of the day, I'm a vet. I've been in this shit for 15 years plus. Easily, my guy.
Writing bars.
I'm not just
Putting
saying
tracks
this. Like,
out,
I've
man. That's
been
just
in
not a
this.
joke, man.
I've been in this shit. You know what I mean? Like, been in this shit. So if somebody don't recognize that or see that shit, like, they gonna recognize just off of one verse or one song or one move or anything we doing. They gonna see. They're gonna be like, "Damn, this motherfucker's really like." Even if they don't believe that I've been in this shit for that long, they gonna know like, "Yo, he's that dope."
You could just
You know what I mean?
you could tell from an artist, man. You know, I met a lot of artists in these shows. A lot of people I networked with, even before we all got together again. I'm telling you, I'm at these shows, Dolo, networking, business
So
cards.
hold on.
You could tell from the rip if they're serious about their craft and who they are as an artist. You could tell.
Hold up. Because salute to everybody that listens to the full-time radio show. Salute to everybody that tunes into ABM101.com.
All love, fam.
You know what I mean? ABM is the fucking mob. ABM is the move. But can I just give one shout out to my fucking guy, Craig Lynch? Word up. Because look, before we was involved, before I said this briefly, but before we was involved, before Johnny Chex was involved, before J-Dot was really back on his grind, All-Star P just came back, whatever. Like, you was really out here Dolo, holding it down. Like, if it wasn't for you holding up the move and putting your face at every fucking show or just putting it out there that you was doing what you was doing, I don't think the blueprint would be set up for what we doing right now.
Yeah, right. This road that we're on right now wouldn't have been started
just
being
would.
constructed.
We'd have been
That's
starting
a
from the
fact.
we'd have been starting from the
That's
ground.
100. That's 100.
We'd have been starting from the ground. That's a fact.
yeah.
This motherfucker Lynch
Facts,
was Dolo at every show. That's word up.
Hell yeah, give it up, yo.
Word up. No
Lynch
bullshit.
always keeps it 100.
Look, we get a lot of love. Look, no bullshit. We get a lot of love at the end of the day, right? We do. We get a lot of love at the end of the day. It's a lot of fake support at the end of the day,
Appreciate
too.
that, man. It means
I
a
get
lot,
that.
man.
But that's just what comes with the game. But look, without that, all give it to him
Here
again.
we go.
Fuck
Fake
it.
love, man. Take this.
Give a round of applause for the fake love. That's
Go ahead.
fact.
Hit him again. Lynch, hit him again one more time. Lynch hit the
Yeah,
fake
word
lovers
up.
one more time.
Oh shit. All right, we good.
Fake love, man.
Nah, but Lynch,
Yo,
word
man.
up, bro. Salute to you, bro.
Well, we was
'Cause-
talking about it today, man. Like I said, I was doing what I was doing, building the platform for us, bro. But I got the team with me, bro. Right
Yeah, you
now,
got-
how the game is now, I
But look,
need the team.
You got us now.
Feel
It's
me?
on a whole nother elevated level right now.
Exactly.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Everybody that watches us, every one of our fans knows that. But before that, it's like without the work that you done put in by yourself, I don't think that's possible without us just starting from the ground up.
Right, so to me, I gotta say
did
we
as
gotta
much
give it
as
up
I
to two
could.
principles. Like I said, we gotta give props for two kind of principles going on right now. So we got the principles of determination and never giving up, no matter which way something's going, right? And just when you feel like shit is not gonna happen, and you're like, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna still do it anyway, whatever, I don't care. What else am I doing today?
Right.
Like, bam. So then, like, you're lone wolf for all this time, and then all of a sudden you get slammed out of nowhere. You just had a regular day going about your shit, didn't even talk about it, and a connection got made. Now we got full-time radio show right here.
That's it.
You understand, bro? So it's like, even
Chuck's
when that
alibi,
shit's
man. That's where
like,
it started.
Chuck's,
when it's
that's a
done-
fact.
for real,
That's
yo,
facts, though.
like
When
everybody's
I'm talking-
happy when the sun's out, but when dust starts coming out, you know what I mean? It's like,
Motherfuckers
what are
start
you
looking
gonna
shaky,
do?
right?
You know,
right,
like,
right.
Exactly. And I want to bring up
I'm
something
gonna
too.
keep
feel
acting like the
John
sun's
on
out.
that.
Yeah, I was
You know?
dolo
I'm
at
gonna
these
keep acting like it
shows,
never
but
went
don't
down.
get it fucked up. I tried to get people out. I'm talking dolo catching 3-4 trains just to get.
Okay,
to
but
Philly.
look, but Lynch, this
Buses.
is the point I'm trying to make. It's the
Thanks.
dedication that you put in, right? So as of right now, we dealing with a lot of the fake support type shit, right?
Yeah. Facts.
Matter of fact, the track from Dot is coming on that.
Let's go. I
But
was
whatever,
just about to
we
say that.
we
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of that, right? So even besides that, let's keep it real about the people that do support us, right? So all right, in the past year, almost year and a half that I've been back, right? We maybe did like 40, 50,
This is fast,
60
everybody.
shows, right?
That many
Like, we've
in
been
a
rocking-
year.
we've been rocking
1
that
year.
out,
Too much to
That's so
remember.
fast.
Okay, so salute to the motherfuckers that came out and supported. Salute to the people that still continue to support. But even without them, right? Not even the template, not even the blueprint of what we got going on to continue to move forward is possible without the work that you done put in by yourself. That's
Means
it.
a lot, bro.
Point blank fucking period.
give it another
Shout out to my guy Craig Lynch.
For real,
That's it.
give it up.
That's
man.
all it boils down to at
Facts.
the end of the day.
Yo, man,
it.
salute, dog.
That's
Dot, we day ones with the shit.
Day
like I
ones,
said,
bro.
like,
My fucking boy.
you know, I would hit my man Dot up on the random. You know, we didn't talk much, we didn't see each other much, but I hit him up, and I always would have bars for him. So that's one
Lynch
thing.
been on his shit. Yeah, no,
feel
that's
me?
a fact.
But
That's a
I wouldn't
fact.
talk to Dot.
That's a fact.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
talk
hold
to
up.
Dot for a
That's a
couple
fact.
months. He would finally answer the. he would finally answer the jack for me.
Nah,
Dot
but
would
no,
answer the math.
nah,
you
no
know what I mean?
bullshit. I mean, look. At
But I
the end of the
appreciate
day,
it. It
look.
means a lot, dog.
Yo,
Appreciate
shout out
it,
to my
Hell
guys
yeah, hell
Hendo
yeah.
and Nick. The Connection every Sunday 3 to 5.
Sunday night, Sunday,
ABN101.com.
everybody.
That's my boys. Another plug at the end of the day. But like, yeah, I was their last interview. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if y'all tune in Sunday, y'all know what's up. Like, I might not have been around because I was dealing with some fucked up life shit. You know what I mean? So when I came around, got off the drugs, got off, you know what I mean? Got off all that fuck shit.
Right.
Shit has popped off for the last year and a half. And
It
I
is,
salute
man. It's
my guy
been-
Lynch for that being a possibility. That's
Right.
all.
Appreciate it, man.
And,
Well,
and,
dog.
and like we said, the show Connection is it's a show about, you know, hip hop coinciding with mental disabilities
Yeah,
or
facts.
mental, you know, catching problems
Yeah,
or something. So
I mean, J-Dot was a great guest last week. I was in there. I
Fact.
was in there for the show.
Yo,
Shit
shout
was-
out to my
show was
guys,
fire.
Hendo.
Shout out to Connection, man. 2,200 listeners last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out
Let's
to my
clap it
guy
up for them,
Hendo.
man, real quick.
Shout out to
Give it
my
up
guy
to them.
Nick.
Yo,
Sure.
at the end of the day, these guys are
I
sitting
mean-
here building a platform for people who don't know what artists really go through, trying to be successful and gain some kind of accomplishments in the game. All right, how that could actually damage you. It could actually be detrimental to a person. But on the flip side, they also let you know that people are already detrimental, and the game saved their whole life. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I literally
They had
feel
no
like-
other outlets.
Yeah.
So
I literally feel like it's.
I like the show. I like the cause.
I feel like it's dope that like
Great
the
call.
first show that we booked on ABN101.com was like something like in that lane. You know what I mean? Like, cause like, all right, if you're thinking about booking a radio show or you thinking about promoting what you got going on, you think about the same type of shit. You think about, all right, we're gonna book this radio show, we're gonna promote our shows, we're gonna promote whatever music we got coming up. The first show we booked was like a mental hip hop type connection between. Yeah, I mean, like it's
Two
just
perfect
different.
hosts.
You know what I mean?
It's
Shout
just
out to
perfect.
Hendo, shout out to Nick.
yeah, definitely.
It's just at the end of the
By
day.
far, like a dope idea, and they moving with
But
it.
like I said, it's like therapy for an artist themselves to hear about how maybe they can work through it or actually realize there's other artists going through the same thing.
Right, and y'all listen to the type of music that's out nowadays. You know what I mean? So y'all know most of these artists that's out right now probably dealing with some mental hip hop type shit.
Yo, and for real,
That's wellness. That's
I like the fact that and also it's like for the family and the fans and all that to be understanding, like, you know, shit pops up on the news sometimes. An artist broke out and did some crazy shit, like beat somebody up or something like that. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, you understand, like a lot of things. So I feel like it helps the fans and the family also being like, damn, why did my brother just do that crazy ass? Like, why did he feel like he had to do that? Why can't he just chill? Well, because, you know what I mean? Like, the chances only really come here and there, man. You got to run with something.
Exactly, man. But
so I like that. It helps both sides.
They're doing great things for the cause, man. At the end of the day, we building up the ABN 101 team. We about to hit down south with it. This is just the start, and we just build a new We built we
Word.
got new members.
Yeah, hold
man.
up. Shout out to the OG North. Shout out to my guy N.I. Shout out to the whole team.
Okay,
Everybody that's
J.
rocking
Dot.
out with ABM 101. Like, we about to move down south with it. That's a fact. Super fact.
And then we coming for the West Coast, man. Then we going up north. So it's
Yeah,
like
we're not done. It's not like
North,
we're done after that.
North. We going North Carolina. North Carolina. We gonna hit North Dakota after that. You feel me? So.
Yeah,
All right,
see,
well,
don't act like the OG ain't in the building, too.
Then we
Stop
hitting the
fucking
Midwest,
playing
man.
with
It keeps going, man. So, J-Dot, we ready for some music, though? We got our guests in the building.
Hell yeah.
About to be. Hold up. Give me 2 I told you. All right, we good. Fuck it. We good.
So bottom line, we building up the ABM 101 franchise, man. This is just the start, man. Shout out to Hendo, my man Shu, The Connection, every Sunday 3 to 5.
Check it out.
This is the full-time radio show. For the record, fuck
trash rappers. That's it.
I'm your
bro.
host, Craig Lynch.
It's your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, bro, guys in this bitch. Rest in peace, Jimmy D's. Always, that's a fact.
This is Johnny Tex. This is ABM 101, All Boss Moves Worldwide, full-time radio show. We're going to take a music break shortly, and then we got an artist coming in.
Yeah, we got our interview in the building. Know that. And she dope as fuck. Stop playing with me.
Your boy All-Star Peach. Know that. Happy Friday, baby.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. We right back with our guests. Bow, full time.
I want you to know I'm not solitary confinement, not for you, not for anybody else.
It's okay in here.
You can't be serious.
It's all a prison. I live inside my head.
So that's how you're doing your time? Are you really that much in control of your emotions?
Been that way all my life.
Yeah. Full-time radio show, ABM101.com. Make sure y'all tune in every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m.
I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Feel like I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. All you niggas fucking. I said fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Said fucking. Fuck with me, you think I'm bluffing. I turn your muffin into stuffing. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the two, let's do construction. Took some losses, couple wounded in the coasters. 9 to 5, went from workers into bosses. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the twos and do construction. I feel like these pussy niggas on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck from around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, they're like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. I feel like these niggas praying on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck from around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, feel like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey, I said fucking. All you niggas fucking. If you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey, fuck 'em.
I can JX on my F-150 truck 'em. Fuck 'em in the wood, that turkey get this stuffing. Super savage on them ever with the cuffin'. Get the money, game, my nigga, shit is nothing. Hey, we do this shit. Middle fingers to the ops, all them pussy niggas in the cops. Won't take a bullet in they top. Won't try to take something I got. Big bandana on his face. Snatch that slammer off my waist. Get the jamming on y'all bitch ass niggas and do the race. You know how I shit get. Just some South Philly shit. Won't trust none of y'all niggas. It was fuck y'all from the rip. Fuck y'all from the rip.
I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking, huh? You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitch. That's right. I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. All you niggas fucking. I said fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Said fucking. Hey, fuck with me, you think I'm bluffing. Hey, I turn your muffin into stuffing. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the two, let's do construction. Took some losses, couple wounded and it cost us. 9 to 5, went from workers into bosses. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the tools and do construction. I feel like these pussy niggas on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, they're like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. I feel like these niggas praying on my downfall. You pussy niggas got to get the fuck around, y'all. Being humble, being calm, feel like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking, said fucking. You a pussy nigga fucking, All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey, I said fucking. All you niggas fucking. If you a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. Hey,
Fuck 'em. I can JX on my F-150 truck 'em. Fuck 'em in the wood, that turkey get this stuffing. Super savage on them ever with the cuffin'. Get the money, game, my nigga, shit is nothing. Hey, we do this shit. Middle fingers to the ops, all the cops. Won't take a bullet in they top. Won't try to take something I got. Big bandana on his face. Snatch that slammer off my waist. Get the jamming on y'all bitch ass niggas and do the race. You know how I shit get. Just some South Philly shit. Won't trust none of y'all niggas. It was fuck y'all from the rip. Fuck y'all from the rip.
I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas sound off. All you niggas fucking, huh? You a pussy nigga fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking, huh? All you niggas fucking. I said fucking.
That's right.
Real spitters like me barely can stand this shit. So from now on, when it comes to respect, I'm demanding it. And I ain't letting up till they hand me it. Cause all I see is peasants and clowns that's rocking dresses and gowns. And as the culture we allow it, I'm addressing it now. Y'all let me down, flow water. They don't wanna end up in a tank without a smoke them by their head till they drown. Fucking me is regular now. I can't believe this shit. Never in 100 years I thought that I would see this shit. Cause when it comes to real hip hop, I believe this shit. The last of it, I ain't breathing it, believing it. The flow is something they don't wanna see me with, cause it stays packed with some punches that'll lean this shit. And my team with shit be nothing to fuck with. So come join me as I bring an end to this fuck shit. What up? So come on, come all, let's bring an end to this fuckery. These clowns in the game gon' be mad, now they stuck with me. I dare one to try their luck with me. I'm a tiger bringing fire rounds till they all had enough of me. For a couple years I felt like it's not worth it. Now I feel like it's God's purpose. Why? I got love for this hip-hop circuit. So step right up and watch me bring an end to this hip-hop circuit. Shit, rap shit, an everyday hustle. I'm grinding from the mud using heavyweight muscle. I'm just a Jersey legend trying to give them academics, but it's looking like I'm too complex. This shit an everyday struggle. They in trouble, dog. I'm back on my bullshit. I can't get stuck up in no shoulda, coulda, would shit. I'm letting out the beast, let them know it's no escaping this bullpit. You try it, that's like Russian roulette with a full clip. I'm back up on my wolf shit, lacing up my Timbs and I'm throwing up my hood shit. No matter what, my day one is always who I stood with. That's why my attitude is stuck up on that anywhere I'm at, I know I'm good shit. I can never stress these rappers. The hitman's been hired for the circus. I'ma stretch these rappers, so forget these rappers. These dudes the root to what's polluting our youth, and no longer will I let these raps. So come one, come all, let's bring an end to this fuckery. These clowns in the game gon' be mad, now they stuck with me. I dare one to try their luck with me. I'm a tiger bringing fire rounds till they all had enough of me. For a couple years I felt like it's not worth it. Now I feel like it's God's purpose. Why? I got love for this hip-hop circuit. So step right up and watch me bring an end to this hip-hop circus. Cause all I see is spitting fiends, rocking skinny jeans, promoting poppin' Zans and sipping lean, swearing that they spit it mean. Time for Doc to intervene. I'm whipping schemes to put these rappers in the guillotine for interfering with the dream. Cause I'm sick of all this mumbling shit. Like real talk, I had enough of this shit. I guess them pills got them stuck up on some fumbling shit. Cause I can't tell if they be spitting in the booth or they be sucking some dick. Man, I'm disgusted with this. Grown men dyeing their hair funny colors, rocking purses, got me clutching my fist. But I know they can't match with it, cause the flow acidic. Take a tab of this and they'll be stuck in a trip. Listen, they don't wanna rumble with this, I'll stumble them quick. Fed time, these bars be as tough as it gets. So this circus act is fucking dismissed. Remember I told you the real is taking over, don't you fucking forget. So come one, come all, let's bring an end to this fuckery. These clowns in the game gon' be mad, now they stuck with me. I dare one to try their luck with me. I'm a tiger bringing fire rounds till they all had enough of me. For a couple years I felt like it's not worth it. Now I feel like it's God's purpose. Why? I got love for this hip-hop circuit. So step right up and watch me bring an end to this hip-hop circus.
Yeah, you know what it is. Jersey, Outlaws, they're becoming. Let's go. Yeah, little story.
I heard they saying that it was good, but we wasn't cool with them kids in school. Staying to myself cause I ain't move how them niggas move. You make them just to break them. When they showed me I bent the rules. Trading mama Sunday dinner in for prison food. Backing down I ain't into that, I get in that. Started then I finished that. Known to keep the toaster where the hip is at. If I usually have a millennium, I approach him with a different strap. Roast them ain't no holster for this mini-mac. Captain what was in your wallet. I ain't got it then you got it, homie, give me that. We gon' have to take his life cause I ain't risking that. Nowadays killers rap. Before they get a chance I mix them 22s with them 45s, them deuces wild with a bitty pack. Watch out behind my back when you can say it to me. I'm a man that stand for pride and they can't take it from me. Tell my kids to listen to my song so they can miss me when I'm gone, or bring my CD to my funeral and play it for me. I come from Diamond Street where the worst at. Auntie gave me my first pack. Finding drugs in the freezer, my sister showed me my first strap. Mom's around the corner at Ray crib where she got turned at. On the second floor of that 08 building where I was birthed at. I'm still standing tall on that same block where Nato got murked at. R.I.P. to Shotty up in I throw my set high. From the 2300 block, surviving where the best died. Cause them bitches wasn't digging me before I heard of Andre Iguodala. They been igging me in class, they wouldn't sit with me. Till Till I started rapping, drawing attention that they feeling me. I'm throwing house parties and they playing. Is you kidding? Oh, you don't like me, buddy? I'm the type get lucky, let your wife get comfy, treat her like a snuggie. Wrap my arms around her, then bite the gutty. Spit on the pussy, beat it up like a trifling hubby. Gave him so many verses, I put him through Bible studies. I state facts, no statements, I did state time. With no tags and an illegal pump travel across state lines. It was me and cousin Charlie smoking sour we got from a great line. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel fear, but I face mine. Turn your head and close your eyes, I'm not the man you should watch. I've been scheming, I've been plotting, who I've been planning to drop. I'm on probation, damn, I almost put my hand on the Glock. Lost the glove, mankind, I put my hand in the sock. Diamond Street where the worst at. Auntie gave me my first pack. Finding drugs in the freezer. My sister showed me my first rack. Mom's around the corner at Ray crib where she got turned at. On the second floor of that 08 building where I was birthed at. I'm still standing tall on that same block where Native got murked at. R.I.P. to Shotty up in I throw my set high. From the 23rd 100 block surviving where the best died. Shit.
This is the full-time radio show for the record. Fuck trash rappers. I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
Your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, Bro Guys, Jersey, rest in peace, Jimmy D's, facts.
This is Johnny Checks. You already know, full-time radio show. Like we said, we just had a music break, but before we went on, we let you know that the artist is in the building now.
Facts.
Yes, man. But and if y'all just tuning in, you know, we brought up last week's episode, Prince Hakeem, Logic the Beat Man, you know, and all the work we all been putting in for the last year, man, being full-time with it. Building up our ABM roster, man, the whole nine, bro. But
salute to both of them brothers.
At the end of the day, I'm going to get into it. So, this is my first impression of our guest. We met her at the Rap Gods event. Shout out to my man Eddie Harrison, my man ETC Harrison.
Yo, shout out to
Voltage.
Voltage,
a nice, dope
too.
event at Voltage.
Word.
This artist came through and got a check, and she didn't even win the competition. But the way she came in, you could hear it through the whole city of Philly. Her voice projected through the room. She cooked. She got a prize, and she didn't win the competition.
Facts.
I can't even explain it enough, yo. Make some fucking noise for Jules Federal.
Give it up, yo.
Julesies.
What's up, girl?
Welcome to Full Time.
What's up, girl?
I had to give you a great introduction. It was, like I said, it was a great first impression when we met you.
Yo, word up.
You took over that night, Jules.
I was the only one with you that night. Like, we went dolo to that show.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the only one with you. And, like, word up. I don't know if I can name another performer from that night. Could you?
Not at all.
Word up. I don't know if I could, but I know I remember Jules. That's
How about
a fact.
you, Jules? Can you remember anybody from that night?
It don't matter.
Not to be honest with you, like that was a long ass show, and
It was.
everybody was just tired, like
Word.
towards the end, you know.
Yep.
And it was called Rap Gods, and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna go, but it's called Rap Gods.
Right, and you went up there singing, and you left the biggest impression out of anybody that was there.
That was a dope ass venue.
It was dope,
It was
though.
nice.
Shout out to Vulture. We there next Saturday.
Yes,
Cheap
July
plug.
21st. We got it.
Cheap plug. We there next Saturday.
The whole ABM 101, podcast in the building, the whole
Facts.
nine. But
you already know.
But yeah,
live
Jules,
broadcast.
like I said, like the way you projected your voice at night, nobody expected that. After I was hearing shit like she gonna eat me like a snack, just the worst music I ever heard in my life, and then Jules comes on and gets busy. You know what I mean? And just like yo. So make some noise for Jules Federal District.
Yeah, give it up. Give it up.
We just actually seen her too in New York City at the summer show.
The Hell
Queens,
Rel
New
show.
York, Hell Rel show.
Supposed to be Frederick.
But Hell Rel,
never showed up.
Hell Rel and all them, like yo, the shit was fire.
Right.
You know, regardless of the janky promoters, we went there, we networked, we did what we had to do. Jules held it down.
Yep.
Oh,
Jules, tell the people where you from, though.
We pulled a jewel out of the show. That's what I'm saying.
Nice wordplay.
Dropping jewels.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
You could tell,
I'm
right?
living in the
Bars.
Poconos. I'm living in PA, you know.
Word.
My daughter a better life. I don't want her living in the city.
Okay.
Word. That's dope.
But I travel to New York every weekend practically.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make sacrifices. So travel. You know, I'll travel to Philly. I'll travel to New York. Travel to Jersey. Wherever there's music, Jules will be there.
That's
you know?
it. Jules
Word.
everywhere.
That's
Now,
it.
Jules, I seen earlier, like you actually had another radio interview earlier this morning, right?
Yeah.
Now, where did that take place?
Okay.
He's actually
Work.
in Cali.
Okay.
So it was a phone interview.
Oh, okay, all right.
And he reached out to my label rep and he wanted to interview me. Real nice guy. It's called The Rodriguez Show.
Right.
So shout out to him for the interview. And yeah, he was just really down to earth. He was just interested in my music. And it was nice because not a lot of people from Cali reach out to me. It's a lot of East Coast or South. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice to have a little bit of a different direction.
Yeah.
Right,
nah,
me bringing it up is that, you know, like she's saying, like she's going from Philly to New York and all that. We've seen her in Philly and New York also at different shows. And, you know, now she's over here at the station. I'm saying, like, with her having another interview earlier, this show's called Full Time. So,
Full-time
she was there
radio
somewhere
show,
this
bro.
morning, drove all the way the hell out here for another one.
Right.
Full time.
Full time.
Full
Full time at the end of the day.
Let's give her a round of applause.
All we care about is being full time at the end of the day. Like, that's it.
You got to put in that full-time work.
Because if you're not,
full-time job,
if you're not making this
Straight
a full-time grind or a full-time effort, then like, what are you really doing?
Exactly. And I don't think we brought one guest in here that was part-time because he wouldn't even be through the doors right here.
That's a fact.
You know
That's
what I mean? He'd be
super
knocking
fast.
on the door like, yo, you know,
I hear you.
asking for sugar and shit. Can I get a job?
Asking for sugar.
Asking for sugar. Who knows what he be doing? Like, he ain't
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
here if he's part-time. We've been saying it from the beginning, no half-stepping, and Jules definitely doesn't half-step, and she did in the Night of Rap Gods, and she does in her whole career. Now, Jules, I wanted to tell the people how long you've been doing this and what made you become a singer.
Well, I started writing poetry when I was young. And when I was about 12, someone heard me singing. I was singing to myself. I was singing a song from A Little Mermaid. And they were like, oh, you watching A Little Mermaid? And I was like, no, that was me. So from that point on, I realized I could sing.
Facts.
So I started to transition my poetry into songs. I performed my first written song, my first original song when I was 14 at a talent show for school. And then I was in performing arts ever since then. I was a dancer before I was a singer.
Okay.
I was a dance major in college. So music was always a big part of my life. And then I met somebody who was willing to invest in me a little bit. So I put out my first EP in 2014. And from there, Federal District reached out to me, and they signed me as their R&B and pop singer. So I've been doing it for a long time.
Facts. That's
Word.
You hear that? I performed my first show at 14 years old.
Yeah, but no
That's
bullshit.
fire.
If you never heard Jules as an artist or never heard any of her music, like, the first time you hear it, you gonna get that impression from her. You gonna get the fact that she's been in this for a fucking minute. Like,
That's
let's
it.
keep it real. Like,
You.
no bullshit. Like, she a vet. Like, she old school R&B type. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the type that the game's been missing type shit.
Yeah, like the thing, like compared to like the newer ages, it's, you know, kind of auto tuned and But the thing that's like good about that I liked about Jules is that she's still an artist who's trying to actually carry notes. Like I heard her trying to carry notes in some of her music, and I was like, that really doesn't happen that
So
much.
let's
no
keep
more
it blunt.
because
So let's keep it blunt. At the end of the day, all that means is she can actually sing.
Actually sing.
Yes,
She
like
can
the girl
actually
does
sing.
not need an auto tune.
That's it.
And by the way, let me
we'll
just
carry
get y'all.
notes.
Let me just get y'all in the loop. September 28th is the Volume 2 full-time radio show Cypher. We got Jules the singer and Jules the rapper in the same building.
Shout out my guy Jules too. Shout out my bro Jules. Bro,
I want
guys in
y'all
this
two to
bitch.
shine out and have your own segment in that Cypher.
Might have to go back to back.
That's what I'm saying. So that's good. We
Look,
talk
we
more
was just
about
talking
that,
about this too in the first
real,
segment. We were just talking about this in the first segment. How like at the end of the day, our main motive is to bring people together that wouldn't ever get to work with each other. You know what I mean? That's the whole meaning behind Beast on the Beat. You know what I mean? We try and bring producers that wouldn't work with normal rappers or singers or whatever.
Well, not even in the sense of just working with them, but not even discovering them.
But right, in general, it's the point of bringing them together. You know what I mean? Like last week's episode, before this episode, Prince Hakeem and Logic the Beatman. Is there any possible other way y'all probably would have thought they would have linked up? Probably not, right?
Maybe it won't possibly would have
That's
happened.
what's good about these type of radio shows. Is they allow artists of different genres,
Right.
producers that it allows them to network, allows them to.
That's what we love to see at the end of the day.
And right, like she's saying, like with our radio show, we don't just broadcast. We're also doing like things like we're saying, we're throwing events. These events with our
Right.
Beast on a Beat, and we also got other behind the scenes going on. Like we help artists record, we help artists find videographers, and
right.
kind
See,
of link a lot of things
us
up.
at the end of the day, we've never been about ourselves. We've never been about just, you know what I mean, like trying to get more out to the public or anything. We've always been about bring the people that we bring on. We want to give that as a platform they may not have gotten before.
Yep.
Reach out to artists or producers or entertainers or anybody that they may not have had the chance to work with before. You know what I mean? And we pride ourselves on that, and we've done that week in and week out. Every week on the full-time radio show, that's what we about. You know what I mean? And we gonna continue to do that.
Well, I don't know if I want to say in a sense as like we don't like look out at ourselves, right? Because
Well, I'm
I
not
like
saying
to
we
say
don't at all, right?
Right, but what
Right.
I'm saying is like the way that I would like to like word that would be that like we're not looking out just for ourselves individually. We're actually trying to get a networking group / team to rock out on the same level. Like,
You're also building your brand too,
Right.
Because everything you do with your radio show, with your music itself, with the events, that everything together is a marketing plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So while you're trying to help other people, you're building your own brand.
It's just the fact that, like,
Facts.
all right, look, even at the shows that we're literally booked to perform at, right? And I could speak for my guy Lynch on this, and I know that. And Jules was at the last show that we was at in New York. So, like, all right, even at the shows that we're booked to perform at, what's our main concern, right? That night in New York, when it was supposed to be Hell Rel, Fred the Godson. Shout out to Hell Rel for coming through and showing love.
Yeah,
Fred the
definitely.
Godson
Salute.
wasn't there. But that was what it was portrayed to us as. What was our main concern that night?
So basically, like the way, like
No, hold up. What was our main concern that night?
Like the whole thing is
Setting up the ABM 101
networking.
banner and
Yeah.
networking with
And meeting
everybody that was
everybody in
there.
that room, 'cause
Giving everybody a platform to promote their shit, to get their interview behind our
That was a
banner,
must, man.
and
That was
give
a
our
must.
platform, like the ABM 101 platform, to get out there. If whatever. All right, you might already be out there in New York or wherever you from or whatever, but we're gonna offer our shit. We're gonna offer what we got going on to y'all. You know what I mean? We were performing that night. We were one of the artists that night. Were we worried about our performance?
Not even close. I wasn't even thinking about
Now,
it.
look, these guys
we
were
didn't give a
performing.
fuck
They
about
were
our
legit
performance.
going
Not at
up
all, dog.
to everybody while I was interviewing and doing the interviews, with the backdrop
Just
for the
to see
station.
just to see that ABM 101 backdrop in the middle of New
But what
York.
happened though?
They came there as artists to perform, and I was running radio interviews. They were like, you know what? They're going to rally everybody up, and they were just handing me artist after artist after artist.
But what happened that night from taking that mindset for that show?
So
Look, we're expecting something bigger.
Right,
Don't get it
right.
twisted. We're expecting a bigger venue. We're expecting a bigger outcome. All that. But what happened coming from that show? A line out the fucking door for people to line up for ABM 101 and get that interview
Because
on,
look, for a fact,
on our
look,
camera.
Like he mentioned, there was
That's dope at the end of the day. But that's what we want to do. We want to give people a platform that maybe they didn't have
like
before.
you mentioned, the show was blown out of the water, and actually, like
was. Of course.
this,
Don't get it twisted. It was.
Yeah,
It definitely
crazy.
was.
Look, I walked into the venue and it's a bar, and I'm like, I don't even know if I have enough room to set up my 7x3
Yo,
foot
hold up, this
banner.
important.
Like,
I
where
gotta
am I
step
going to
out.
put this out without blocking everybody's path?
Well, a lot
So
of the venues in New York you'll find are very intimate, very small. But Tavern, I've performed there several times. I had my single release party there. Fred the Godson and Jacques were there. You know, they closed the show for me and some of my team members. And, you know, it was dope. I feel like sometimes the smaller the spot, the better the performance, the better the outcome, because people are forced to be close.
That small room stuff. Yeah,
there's less distraction in the building, too, for them to stay focused and all that. Right,
more
so.
People in the venue because it's so small.
It does,
If you have a huge venue, even if you have half a good turnout, it's still going to look empty as hell.
Yeah.
Right, so.
And it gets more personal, too. And everybody in that motherfucking venue is going to hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? Singing, rapping, regardless. You know what I mean? So they going to vibe with you regardless.
That's right.
Yeah, but big room, small room. Jules came in there, killed it, dropped the single patiently, and definitely shook heads. I got it recorded on my phone. I watch it a lot, Jules. Like, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, how would you define Jules', music? There's a lot of subgenres in hip hop, R&B. How would you define Jules' music?
As
Jules Federal. As Jules,
right?
As Jules' music.
Own
Say
sound,
less.
Just owning your own sound and all
That's
that.
it. Like I love pop. I love R&B. I grew up with classic rock. I grew up with disco. I grew up with Motown. I grew up with hip hop. So like I feel like I'm a mixture of everything.
Okay.
Some songs that I released in the past, I did a little rap. I mean, do I have wordplay? No, but I was telling a story.
You started with the poetry. Like the poetry helps you get into that. Yeah. So
I'm a mixture. Like right now I love Ariana Grande. I love Halsey. I love
Me
Lady
too.
Gaga. But and then I also love. I'm not gonna front. I love Cardi B. I think because she's so real. I mean, I know she don't write her own shit, but I like her because she's real.
as long as you know that, Jules.
I do, but I think she's just marketable. I think that's important as an artist. You have to be marketable, and you have to be able to relate to the people, and she really does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what all of us strive for. We strive to be a big artist. We also want people to be touched by our music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, country, whatever. So that's Jules' music.
So you heard it. Jules' music is Jules' music.
Facts. Nothing
Shining
else.
bright out here. You already know. So now, Jules, I wanted to ask you: is there one person in your music career, in your life, that gives you the most criticism, the most push, right or wrong about a song? Just that one person in your life that is just that one push for you.
My he's on my label. He's the CEO, Nimrod.
Nimrod.
Shout out to Nimrod too. That's my guy.
Let's give Nimrod a
shout
round
out
of applause,
to Nimrod.
man.
That's my boy.
Shout out to Nimrod,
Word
man,
up,
all
that's
day.
my guy. He loving that shit.
I'm loving this.
Lynch loving that
shit. Shout out to
applause.
Norm. Shout out to Nimrod. Nimrod got some hot music too. He came through on the
that's my
set.
guy.
Yeah, he
Killed
performed that
thing.
night too. When he
But why do you choose Nimrod to be that one push in your career?
Well, initially he's the one who reached out to me to be part of Federal, and he is just very, very, very blunt, and he's very passionate about music the way I am. So when he gives me constructive criticism, I take it and I run with it. I mean, I do that with everybody anyway. I mean, it could be any Tom, Dick, or Harry, and they'll be like, I don't like this about your song, and I'll go back and listen to it.
Word.
Because he's a seasoned rapper, and because he's been around a lot of important people, and because, like I said, he's passionate about his music and the team's music, I take his input very seriously, and I feel like that has helped me become a better artist.
Word.
So
That's
shout-
dope.
If you look at my progression from just a couple years ago to now, it's an extreme difference.
That's dope.
That's Federal. I feel like that's my team. They have a lot to
I
do
can
with
see
that.
that in you. I can see
Shout out
that.
to Nimrod,
Yeah.
man. One more time, man.
If Nimrod's really who brings that out in you, then I salute him for that. Because word up, like
He was pushing her crazy that night in New
Nah,
York.
yeah,
Like,
he was
yo,
on his
check it.
shit.
Like, yo, Jewel. I'm like, yo.
even us, like
Federal
he reached out
District
to us
shit.
that night too. Like
Yeah.
shout out to Nimrod. He knows what he's about. Word up.
He
He knows what he's
several
about.
times. We actually talked during the summer jam and all that. He had an artist out there that we were going to meet up and do some on the spot ciphers and all that stuff like that. So that was cool.
Yeah, he knows
So-
what he's about at the end of the day.
That's
like,
cool though. It's cool, like you said, your career progressed since he played that role.
But let's keep it real. Even from the show we saw her at, which was what Rap Gods and Voltage or whatever.
Yeah, about a year, some
from
change.
The difference from that to New York a couple weeks ago, month ago, whatever it was, like you could see the difference even in that. You know what I mean? Like,
because
I'm
I
dead
think
ass, too, at
Rap
the end of
God,
the
you
day.
did a cover. I think you maybe did one original. I think you were doing a lot of covers and you blew the roof off.
It's just your
So
voice.
when you came to New York with your original music, it
Right.
was kind of like a first. I'm like, okay, this is the single that she was talking about.
Yeah,
And
right.
you blew the roof
in
off
Philly.
again in New York. So
in
it's like-
Philly, it was more like, yo, this is a this is a unique voice. This we ain't heard this in a while type shit. You know what I mean? In New
exactly.
York, it was like, all right, it's that voice plus this is her original music. You know what I mean? And I was blown away. I ain't gonna lie. Like I expected that from Jules, just from like digging in and knowing the type of artist she is.
Right,
But, like,
I liked how
it was still dope to
how
see
it went
it,
down
you
at
know
the
what I mean?
venue. Like it was like basically a non-acoustic venue, and she literally you could hear her carrying the notes and everything.
It was
like,
a trash show. Let's keep it real.
And there was no.
The show is trash. A Thug will be coming for you. A Thug, man, you put us through hell, man.
That
Your
was the
music-
fir-
I'm
that
sorry,
was
man.
the
I love
first
New
week,
York,
though.
but Daddy, give it up. You give
that
it
was
up.
the first week though. He did us dirty
Trash.
the next week too.
The
bro.
next Karma
Give
bit
it
him
up.
in the ass that time.
Yeah, Karma got you, A Thug. I
Nah,
threw a
but-
shot at him in one of my tracks.
Look,
I mean, it is what it is.
look.
I don't like
told
getting my
you,
time
like
wasted,
in
man.
the first segment of this show, we talked about how we've been like maybe since I came back this past year and a half, we maybe been what? Keep it G though. Since I've been back, we maybe been what 45 shows, 50 shows this year, right?
Easily. Yeah.
So all right, so we dealt with a lot of whack shows. We dealt with a lot of whack promoters, a lot of whack artists, all this, a lot of fucked up situations where it's like we didn't want to deal with. So at the end of the day, from every one of those shows, there's always an artist, a real artist that you remember at the end of the day.
That's
right?
it. And Jules is one of them.
That's it.
We
That's all
dropping
I'm trying to
Jules
get at.
tonight. We
That's what
spreading
I'm trying to
Jules.
get
We
at.
dropping Jules. You getting hit with Jules
And
tonight.
it's not even like that Rap
That's
God
it.
show was that whack of a show. Like there was trash rappers in that shit. That it was dope.
Yeah.
It was a dope night. Shout out to Bella. We met Bella that night.
Bella
We
Demone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Our
we,
guests.
you know what I mean?
It's
Word
just
up. One
people
of our
we meet
past
and
guests,
interact
like,
with
we
at these
met
shows.
people that night.
Exactly.
I always say
Like-
it like this. It's like I've been to shows, like I've traveled far for shows, and like 10 people will come. I'm like, yo, dead ass, like. But at the same time, like that's the road, that's the path that we chose. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
That's
It's a
all I'm
gamble.
trying to get at.
And
Right.
this entire music shit is a gamble.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Because you can be doing everything right and you can make it, or you could do everything right and not make it.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So we have to be prepared for those fuck ups.
Right, because sometimes that outcome is not in your
And there
hands.
are
Right.
people- There are such snakes in this.
Yo,
in the
Facts.
indie scene
Super
that,
facts.
Like it's terrible.
Yeah, that's
I mean, people will
right.
take your money. Oh, $350 for a show for what? What's attached to it? Oh, you get a beer. Thank you.
That literally the week after we saw you in New York, that's exactly
crazy.
what happened to us. We thought we had something crazy set up for Summer Jam. We get there and there's 20 other artists there ready to fuck this promoter up for taking their
Yo,
money.
he ran into the wrong thing. And
He
that's
got
why I like
robbed
to
for
tell
everything
people,
he
yo,
had. It is
yo,
what it
put
is.
yo,
Whatever.
Yo, bad
Whatever.
business is bad business.
Right.
Okay, it's fun and games, and like, oh shit, I'm coming up faster than I think. But then we could bring this A Thug guy on and ask him how many times he's gonna try and pull that off now, because
It'll never happen again.
Actually, you
the
know
people
what?
he screwed over were in the building, and
Johnny Checks,
and
hold
they
on.
do what they had to do when they
we
get
do it
crossed
different
over.
on the
I'll tell you
full-time
that.
radio show. We gonna schedule an interview for A Thug, and we gonna really ask him what's on his mind.
He ain't coming.
He's
bro.
coming to full time. We
Nah,
gonna
I'm
ask A
sorry,
Thug
bro.
what's on his mind.
I'm
Dude,
sorry,
I told him I was gonna punch him in the mouth.
Right, because at
So
the end of the
he
day,
ain't
look,
coming over.
he was ready. Like they already robbed him for everything he had, right? They was ready to kill this motherfucker out there. Let's
They
keep
did.
it real. There was
Bro,
50
he
artists
had-
from New York and everywhere
Yeah,
ready
the metal,
to kill this
the
guy,
metal
bro.
pressed to his gut, blade put to his
Yeah,
throat.
we were the last ones he saw, and we kept it like at least.
I
a
just
little,
stole the
like,
blunt out of his
yo,
mouth
bro,
and
like
say, yo.
fuck you, but at the end of the day, you fucked.
And I came over here to punch you in the mouth, but everybody already
Johnny
robbed
Checks.
you.
Johnny
I'm
Checks.
just gonna steal your blunt.
Johnny Checks took the L from him, gave it to me. I walked away with it.
We stole his
I walked
blunt.
away with it.
We stole his blunt
That's
after
it.
him getting everything robbed from him. You know what I mean? Right. I mean,
Craig
that's what it
Lynch
is.
walked away with your L.
He's
That's
not
it.
gonna come to our radio show. Let's keep it real.
No, we're gonna get him. Shout out to A Thug, man.
He said we're gonna get
shout out to Gay Thug. But at the end of the day, like you said, shout out to Gay Thug. But at the end of the day, you said there's artists we remember, and Jules is definitely
Jules
one of
is
them.
for sure one of them.
Federal
From both
District.
shows. I seen her at 2 shows.
Both
I don't know about
shows.
you, but both
So
shows.
look, I
yeah,
had
for
questions. All right, now, so first of all, I want you to shout out your federal
Definitely
team.
shout out my team, Federal District. They are my family. That's it. We're in
Word.
it.
That's
Right,
dope.
so now I had a question. Also noticed now, you got a sleeveless shirt on, and I see the federal tattoo on your arm.
Oh shit.
Is that like a requirement to get in?
Nah,
Like, do you
nah.
guys? do that when you
She
get
had
in?
to get jumped to get in, bro.
I was on a
Who's
show
mans?
called Tattoos and Hip Hop, and it was
Okay.
at Vinny Idol's.
Shout out Vinny
wow.
Idol. That's
Okay.
my guy,
Vinny
legend
Idol,
and
right?
shit.
Yeah.
So I was
Facts.
in his studio and I was on that show, and like I said, Federal's my team, Federal's my family. You know, I mean, if I got signed to a major label, I love tattoos, shit. So I'm like,
rock that task. You always
records, whatever.
At the end of the day, you get signed to a major label, you still always gonna be.
I love this New York accent,
and
bro.
that helps too. You know how many people come up to me like, what does that mean?
She toned it down sometimes. She turned it up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
love it,
so
bro.
I'm like, oh, it's the record label that I'm signed to, and then that gets into a conversation. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like,
Word.
follow me. So it's a tattoo. It's nice, but it's also marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Word,
So anyway,
word.
that's
It's all
not
a part of
that's
too.
that's not what I thought was happening, but that story's cool as hell too. You got it at a little tattoo thing. Hell yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we got artists that we always remember, and Jules is one of them.
That's a
Jules Federal District. We're gonna get into some music. We got a couple songs we're gonna play. Just play 3 tracks. We're gonna play 3 back to back for y'all. J-Dot, man, tell the people what tracks we got, man.
Yeah, you got. Give me a second, bro. You wildin'. All right, so we're gonna start off with Runaway. That's cool.
Hey, yeah.
All right. Runaway, right into something different, right into So Gone. That's how we're gonna
Let's
rock
go.
out. DJ J-Dot.
We got Jules Federal in the building.
Hey.
ABN101.com every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Make sure y'all call in, man. Show the girl some love. 856-264-2028. This is the full-time radio show for the record. Fuck trash rappers.
That's how
I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
It's your boy J-Dot, TYM, Fresh Air, Bro God, Jersey, and this bitch. Rest in peace, Jimmy D's, my guy. You know that.
This is Johnny Checks. This is the full-time radio show. If you're just tuning in, we got Jules Federal in the building. We're about to take a music break, and you're about to hear the girls' vocals.
Word.
ABN101.com. Tune in. Let's go.
she could be lifting me up. Tall, she is my paradise. Never pop a lie. If I do, then I'm saying bye. Cause I really wanna see you cry. So whatever I did, I apologize. I admit I was wrong. Can you listen to the song? I'm up in the studio, putting in work. I know you sit at home alone. Yeah, wish I was chilling back up in my zone. Baby, I put the future for us. Now I gotta go.
So show me something, show me something, show me something different. Cause I'm giving up, I'm giving up, it ain't worth it. So show me something, show me something, show me something different. I'm giving up, I'm giving up, it ain't worth it.
It's the full-time radio show. For the record, fuck trash rappers. I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
It's your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, bro, guys. Rest in peace, Jimmy D's. Facts.
This is Johnny Checks. You already know Full-Time Radio was in the building. We got Jules, Monster Singer. Y'all just heard it.
Jules Federal. Yo, explain the 3 songs and your motives on them 3 tracks that we heard just now.
So Runaway. Oh, thank you.
That's a hell of
that's a big one. Runaway was pretty much. I like to write about situations I've either been in or people that I know have been in. So Runaway was about being in a toxic relationship and needing to run away from that person because it's not healthy. And I know whether it's a man or a woman,
definitely relatable topic.
You know what I'm saying? You meet a toxic bitch, you're like, bitch, get the fuck out of my life. And you meet a toxic dude, you're like, okay, like, get kicked to the curb. So, yeah, I just wanted that song to be like kind of bouncy but also soulful. So that's where I got that from.
All right.
The second one you guys played was Something Different featuring Joey Bats. Shout out to Joey Bats. He's off Federal District.
Okay.
That song was pretty much saying, like, I'm not interested in you anymore. I'm just looking for something different because you're not giving me what I want.
Okay.
And in the music video, which is available on YouTube, if you search Federal District Records, you'll find all my music videos along with the rest of the team.
There you go. Look it up, people.
Federal District Records
Federal
on YouTube.
District. Check it out.
But for Something Different, at the end, I wind up like saying, okay, like let's work it out with the dude, you know.
Yeah.
So that whole song was just fire. Thanks to Joey Bass for being part of that. That is where I had my single release party at Tavern. That was a song for it.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And that's where Fred the Godson and Jacques Play came out. So shout out to them for coming to my release party. And then So Gone. A lot of people don't like to touch on real shit anymore. And my cousin had passed away from a heroin overdose, and I found out while I was in the studio. So I had plans. I had a whole, plan of what I was going to record, exactly what was going to go down, and I said, all right, fuck all this shit.
Attention switched immediately.
Switched immediately. So I asked my producer, just play me some beats, and I found that one. I wrote it, laid it down that day.
Nice.
See, that's dope.
That video is also
I like that type of shit.
Yeah, like stories behind the music.
I like that type of shit.
I like the personal stories.
Nah, straight up, bro. Like, I've been through that. I've been down that type of road. I know a lot of people that have been down that type of road. Like, that type of shit is real to me. I mean, like, word up. That's dope.
That video was very heartfelt, too. There was a lot of acting in the video. And my brother actually played my cousin.
Oh, okay.
So, it's...
Kept it in the family. That's cool.
Being able to still maintain...
Amazing. I was like, okay.
Being able to, like J-Dot said, being able to maintain your composure.
Right, like he didn't want to disappoint.
J-Dot, you feel me?
Do this right,
being able to maintain your composure and still sit through and go through the whole song, record it, and going through all them emotions and everything powerful.
Oh, yeah. Especially
definitely admirable.
You gonna be in the studio and expect to record some different type of shit, and then get that type of news while you in there, and still come out with something that has to relate to that.
That's something epic. That's something we'll always remember.
Singing is an emotional thing to begin with. So, like, the people who sing, like, they touch down and actually kind of make themselves feel that pain. Like, they get into the zone, like, of how they felt when that actual moment happened, and they go on the inside to that actual moment and the feelings. And then they get it out, like
I'll
dig
be honest,
it out.
Though, sometimes if I get too emotional, I cannot write because I get so wrapped up in my head. You know what I'm saying? So then I have to like sit back and just like, all right, I have to come back to this. But for some reason that day, even though I was crazy sad, like that shit just came out.
Like the naturalist.
It was meant to be.
But usually when I get over emotional and I'm like I can't handle it, and I'm like, fuck music for now. I gotta maintain my composure. But that day I was like,
it was meant to be.
Right.
Word up.
Like,
word up.
Good. So I was going to ask that too. So have you ever had a track that you felt like you had to go so deep emotionally inside yourself that you had like maybe choked a couple times during the recording or shed a tear or something like that?
Yeah. The first song that I ever recorded, I actually recorded at MIDI Studios in D.C. And it was called A Mother Sacrifice.
Okay, that's deep.
And it's about me as an artist sacrificing time with my daughter to make it work, and the struggle of being a single mom trying to make ends meet, you know what I mean,
and then go further,
to make it into music, and it's pretty much saying a little girl looks up to me, hopes she loves what she sees.
Damn.
So, and at the end of the track, my daughter, because I recorded it when she was like 3 or 4, she's like, "Good night, mommy. You're my world." It's really cute.
Damn, that's dope. I like that.
And that's available on my SoundCloud. So you can
Go
find
check
me
that
on
out.
SoundCloud at Jules _.
Look it up,
everybody.
look it up.
That's the type of shit I like.
How old's your daughter now?
She'll be 10 in September.
Damn.
How does she feel? Does she know what you do with musically, and she knows all about everything? Like,
Oh my
you
goodness,
keep her in the loop. You do everything.
Yeah, and there are days I'm like, I can't do this shit. She's like, "Mommy, stop it. You have a beautiful voice."
Nice.
You know?
You do. Amazing voice.
That's fine. I love that.
JULZ _ Federal.
That's fire. That's the type of shit I like to hear.
Well,
Straight up,
I
word
my
up.
daughter, I'm like, what would you say if mommy quit music? Because sometimes it gets overwhelming, and she's like, I would say that's stupid.
That's
I'm like,
fact.
okay, well, if my daughter's telling me,
Well, like I said, other than Nimrod, that's another person that's definitely giving you the motivation, that
dope.
kick in the
I
ass,
like
you know,
that, man.
for sure, 100%.
So now, has she actually heard this song that you were talking about right now?
Oh, yeah.
She's heard it. Now, does that like help her kind of understand like what's actually going on being that young? Does that help get the picture?
Yeah, and you know, with my daughter, she's like my best friend too. I mean, obviously, mother comes first.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'm saying I have discussions with my daughter about it,
Uh-huh.
and I tell her like, "Mommy's trying to show you that you are capable of anything,
Yeah.
no matter what it is."
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to also like, make a path for her to show her, as an independent woman, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So
That's good. I like that you're trying to get that message to her early too. She's only 10.
That's literally dope though. Like at the end of the day, like you can. All right, so we've had a lot of a lot of our past artists when we ask that question, like who's the biggest push in your career? Like we've been hearing a lot of my girl, wifey, this and that, and that's dope because we ain't hear a lot of that in the first couple of months. We heard maybe
that's true.
My bro, this that. We ain't hear a lot of I got a strong girl by my side, this and that. She got a strong daughter by her side, letting her know, mommy, chill, like, you better rock out. You got this. That's fire to me. That's dope.
She has a very strong personality, so like.
Yeah, that's dope to me. I salute to that.
10
That's
years old
fire.
too, so she's just she knows exactly what mommy's doing.
Yeah.
So when you so now you really got emotional with the song, and now so like. What happened? So in the middle of the song, you were really emotional, and it touched you in a way. So like when you finished the song, did it feel like kind of any weight lifted off you, or like did it like?
No, I actually felt excited because that was the first song I was releasing as an independent artist. So I had a mixture of excitement and nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves because as coming out as an independent artist for the first time, you're not sure if people are going to be receptive to you and your music.
Right.
And second of all, excitement because my daughter was on the track with me. That's adorable. And because the words really are relatable for independent, strong women who are single mothers and trying to make the shit work with their music. And I know there are many out there,
Right.
They may not talk about it, they may not show it, we may not know about them, but they're out there.
Oh, for sure. And I bet it's a lot of them that don't get that type of support. It's a lot of them don't have their daughter in their ear saying, "Yo," you know what I mean?
Somebody who's your blood, waking you up, waking up with you every morning, telling you got to keep doing what you love to do. Someone who's your blood, that you need that in your life.
That's fire. I love that.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Like, I don't have a lot of family who is supportive of my music at all.
Okay.
Talk that shit.
We got our first phone call tonight.
Let's get it.
Full-time radio show. We knew these would be coming in. Full-time radio show caller. Who's this?
You already, it's Mark. It's calling in, Big up.
What up?
And Mark.
What up, my guy? What's good, my G?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. You already happy to hear somebody with a good heart out there, you know what I mean?
Thanks, yo. Joel's got that. Trust
She's
me.
a beast, bro.
Know that.
She got a good heart. She came out here, from NY, dog. That's dedication, man.
Super facts.
Wow.
Facts. So, and Mark, man. So keep tuning in. ABN 101. Have you heard the music from Jules?
I'm on her SoundCloud right now.
That's exactly why we do this, everybody.
That's my man, Mark, a.k.a. M. Mark Simons. Mark Beats. Catch him on Beats on the Beat Volume 3. Competing for that crown, man.
Hey.
And Mark, we really appreciate the phone call, man. Do me one favor, man. Say fuck trash rappers.
Fuck trash rappers.
Appreciate the phone call, man. Keep
Yo,
tuning
we'll
in.
pop
man.
out the voltage July 21st, bro.
Next Saturday. Fuck
we in
that
the
July
building, man.
21st.
Not this year, next Saturday.
Next Saturday,
Tickets
motherfuckers.
on
Yeah,
deck.
we in the
Oh,
building,
word
man.
up.
We gonna get out. And Mark, I appreciate the phone call, man. Fuck trash rappers all day. Appreciate you, man. ABN101.com. Stay tuned in. Peace, bro. Good luck.
Word, that's dope. See, that's the type of shit we do this for. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Fans,
already
listeners,
a new person, already searching.
right?
Exactly.
Fans, listeners,
Definitely appreciate it.
anybody that most likely wouldn't get the opportunity to hear Jules or any type of artist that we have up here tuning in.
We now have
You heard
somebody.
That's
that
what we do.
grew up in
I'm on
South
her
Jersey.
SoundCloud right now. You heard her.
Right. That's the type of shit we do this for, man.
But you
Word
know,
up.
Yeah.
but
That's
shout out
dope.
to Jules all day. Jules Federal, like I said, she's full time. That's why she's in the building now. Jules, we're gonna go out, a little outside the box, get into this music industry.
Okay.
I know you said you're a fan of Cardi B. Now, are you a fan of Drake? And have you heard the Scorpion album? It went platinum. As much as I hate the motherfucker, it went platinum. How does Jules feel about it? The Drake
I
album.
say
Have you
like
peeped
this.
it?
It doesn't matter what any of us think because he still went platinum.
Right.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm
It's
saying?
super fun.
Obviously, people like his shit,
Yeah.
And that's really that's really what it's all about. Not everybody's gonna like all of our music. There's people gonna think I'm fucking whack and be like, that bitch can't sing. But then there's gonna be a whole other group of people that are like, Jules. Same thing with you guys. So I say do the damn thing. It may not be my selection of music that I will listen to on a daily basis, but shout out to the people who are doing it because that's where I want to be.
Word.
So obviously they doing something right.
Okay, so now like with this, this has been a huge debatable thing. Everybody's been debating it, since it dropped. About is it really as good as a lot of people are saying, or is it not? So basically, now did Drake become so big as a person that people are actually buying it just because of Drake, the name himself, or is it because
Listen, bro.
the music is still fire, or did the music tone down and the name's just big, so it's getting bought regardless?
I don't
I
think.
think it's more of his name now.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
I
listened
agree.
to some of the album and it's not the best.
Right.
That's my opinion.
No.
That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I don't think it's this album that's applicable for. I honestly think it's been that way for Drake for years
I mean,
now.
look at it this way: Jordans,
Right.
right? Nike.
It don't matter if they're hot or not. They're
don't
fucking
matter. People
Jordans.
wait,
People
I
are
don't
buying
know.
them.
Next
Harachis? I think
It
Harachis
don't
are
fucking
ass.
matter.
Yo, I don't
Uh-huh.
like Harachis.
I
I'm
have
sorry,
a
everybody.
car.
I don't like Harachis.
I like Harachis. I ain't gonna lie.
And everybody buys them worldwide. I do not
Yo,
like
we
the
do not like them
Harachis. I
shits,
think
so
they're
it is
whack.
what it is.
But
that's what
Them
I'm
shits
saying.
it's the number
acceptable
one bought
though.
up shoe in the last 2 years. So I mean,
It's
shit.
a brand. So
But that's what
people
it is.
are gonna go towards what is in. You know
See,
what I'm
for me,
saying?
I've never been a Drake fan. You know what I mean? But
me
I've
neither.
never been a Drake hater either. Like
He's just there.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, there's no reason not to respect it at the end of the day. But like, for me, that's not somebody I'm like turning towards for music.
Right.
It's just
Oh,
not
nah.
at the end of the day.
Only for like maybe certain moments.
No, I'm
or
sorry.
certain
I'm never
moods,
turning. I'm gonna
maybe.
keep it real. I'm never turning. That's not what I'm turning to.
Yeah, I hear
That
you.
just is what it is.
I mean,
but I'll never hate on him. I respect it. There's shit that I'll hear from him that is dope to me, but I'm just not gonna go back to it. But at the end of the day, it's just the fact that he's solidified himself in this game. He's more than hip hop. He's like a pop star at the end of the day. So you have to respect that. You have to respect that. There's
The
nothing.
money that
Yeah,
he
I
made
mean,
from Degrassi, he took and put it towards his
Right.
music career.
You have to respect that.
It's not like he didn't start off.
No, so he got paid and then invested. You know what I mean? Like, he
here's
didn't
the
give up.
question: on the outside of shooting Degrassi scenes, was his shape up always as fucked up as it was in the show? Because in the show, it was bodied. Now, outside the show, did Aubrey Graham, was he as fresh as he is now?
Definitely not.
Did he
Bro.
just straight upgrade?
He's $500 million richer than he was
Yeah,
at this point.
way
my
richer.
nigga.
You better have
What are you
upgrade.
even
Yeah.
saying?
You gotta think, like,
My man was rocking the 4X blue tee.
What does that mean?
Right,
You're
yeah.
still rocking a 4X,
right.
Lynch.
Hey, bro.
Still, bro.
So, but anyway, like I'm
just
saying,
saying,
like
did he
back
come
then,
up,
like
man?
the people who followed him from Degrassi were what,
Blue
children?
tee,
You
4X.
get what I'm saying? Little kids and shit. Like, but now that he's like into the hip hop world, he has like a whole bunch of different people around him. So he's a whole totally different person back then. Back then, he probably watched what he was saying with his words on interviews and everything like that because he's Disney. You know what I mean? He was Disney basically, and then now he's trying to be around people who really.
He's
live
in
a
the
whole
hip hop
different type of
Basically,
world.
he was.
As all of them, like Demi Lovato started off on Disney.
Love her.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love me some Demi, bro.
Yeah.
Love me some Demi.
Baby, I'm sorry. She's amazing. She's fucking awesome.
I love her.
But like,
But she got a real message behind her. That's why I love her. That's what I love about Demi. She got a real message behind her.
yeah,
Like,
Demi Lovato came from Disney. Hillary Duff, I mean, she's whack, but she came from Disney. You know.
yeah. I ain't gonna say she's whack.
Selena Gomez. Well, Selena Gomez is whack too.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Selena Gomez, come at me, please. All right, no.
We don't have the full-time radio show. We throwing the first R&B battle.
Here we go.
Let's see what's going on.
We're gonna have a sing-off.
Jules said Selena, come holler at her. Like,
let's go.
She ain't playing the whole
Where you at, Gomez?
in the building.
I'm sorry, but she has no vocal talent at all. Her songs, though, her songs are catchy as fuck. So whoever's writing for her, please come see me.
That's what's up, though.
No, I like her songs, but I don't like her as a singer. I don't feel like she has any vocal talent at all. Just like Taylor Swift, catchy music, no vocal talent.
But I see. Look, I feel like
when you compare them to Adele and Beyonce and Christina Aguilera,
Yeah, people who hold notes. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
Talk that shit.
Anybody can talk like this. Anybody can talk like this. You know what I'm saying?
But look.
But that's not singing.
And then anybody can hold a note like, hey, but it takes to do the thing where you
Hold
do
up.
hey, whatever, the vibration. I don't know.
Is this not the struggle that we deal with on an every fucking day basis as rap artists nowadays?
Oh, yeah. Jumble shit.
Come on.
Right.
I mean,
Look.
I like trap beats. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're catchy.
That's
Yes.
right.
Why can't we have rap?
But what's the difference? There's
Oh
no
my
difference in what you're saying about these singers. Their songs are dope. Whatever. I like their songs. Talent
But they don't
wise,
have talent.
I don't know about that. This is what we deal with every fucking day.
Noise.
Right.
It's just listen. We're vets. In
We don't
the
like
game.
that.
Listen, we're vets in this game. At the end of the day, it's either accept it or let them motherfuckers roll over us. That's what it is. It just is what it is. Like point blank. Period.
I'll tell you what, you singers better.
Oh no,
watch
we're
out.
doing that regardless. Salute to Jules for doing that type of shit.
I've been, trust me, because I've been saying this. Everybody tunes in every week. You guys already know that I say that. Like the industry, the way it's going right now, I feel like the strongest point of it is the damn new beats. Honestly, I think them trap beats are serious. They just got the wrong people on them.
Even the catchiness of the hooks, the songs, whatever it is, we might not like that type of shit. But there's a reason why people catch on to that. Give it a year from now, 6 months from now, nobody's fucking with that shit. It's a trend. It's going to disappear, and that's what it is.
Trend, but it has been a very long.
It's actually a couple years
but
now.
I'm saying one continuous song is not just going to stick in your head or be the trend for 2 years. It's going to be.
To listen to 90s hip hop and R&B.
But even that, not even that. Even with the new shit. Even with the new shit, it's like people are going to move on to the next song that sounds like that. They're not going to. Back in the day, it was like, all right, this song is fire, and it might be still fire till this day, 20 years later. You're not going to get that in this generation no more. You're not going to get that no more. It's going to be this next song that sounded like that song that was hot 6 months ago is hot now, and then 6 months from now, that song that sounds like
we
that
can
one
get
is
deep
gonna
as
be
hell
hot.
in this, and I don't even want to go there. I'm going to just
That's
touch the
it.
basis of it. That all started from the damn kids being born with cell phones in their fucking hand. They don't got attention span to stand firm in what they believe
definitely is.
because they don't know what to believe. They got 40 different fucking avenues they're looking at to try and figure out which one they want to take instead of
But
us
it
growing up,
definitely is
what our
society.
family
I'll give you that.
did,
It's
and what
society.
was around us. We adapted.
Right.
Because I'm like, I hate this fucking song, and 2 weeks later, I'm like,
Because you heard it so many fucking times, and it bashed you in the head that many times. Yeah, right.
It's stuck to your brain. That's it.
Or him had a large amount of money just to put into one single and market the shit out of it with the right connections, that shit would be on mainstream radio and everybody be listening to that motherfucker, whether it was mumble rap,
Right.
real rap.
It don't
or
matter,
hip-hop,
right.
It doesn't matter. Money talks.
Financial backing.
Super
Gotta
fact.
have it.
These
Gotta-
uneducated pussies with a budget.
I've
Come
been
on, bro.
saying that, man. I've been trying to tell them.
Right. It's
They
a fact, though.
uneducated, they pussies, and with a budget. That's it. And they far from rugged.
But no, it's
That's
not
it.
just. But my point with bringing this whole thing up is that it's not just the hip hop industry. Like we've gone over this episode in and episode out. Like, look, it is what it is. We're stuck in that type of world. We got to deal with it regardless. But it's the same thing with the singers. Like these singers that are popping right now might not be the most vocally talented talented singers.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It just is
And
what
you
it
got
is. They
singers
caught that
like
wave.
Jewel,
They got
you
those
got-
writers. They got those songs. They got that catch for the moment, and that's what it is.
You got
but that
talented
blocks
singers
But
like
that
Jules
blocks the type of
on
talented
the
singers
front
like
line.
her from getting it.
That's what I'm saying. And
That's-
that
we
there
deal
you
with the
go.
same shit. Is all I'm saying.
J-Dot, the reason why I make such a fuss on the book and I argue with so many people is because these people are in the way of the real talent. You know, these mumble rappers are in the way, and it's distracting people from even giving us a shot. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Jules is on the front line. People need to start recognizing the real talent, giving them a shot
real
before
singing
getting
talent.
oversaturated with the bullshit.
But right, see now look, I got two things that go with that. Now look, so it's like I feel like all right, so the people who are in it who really aren't skilled, I feel like there's two factors. They know somebody, or somebody they know knew somebody.
For sure.
All right, so they get in.
in the butt.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
they get in. That's the aunts, uncles, niece, starter thing. You get what I'm saying?
That's any business, though.
Right,
at the
that's
end of the day.
any business in
Right.
the world. So, but now also my second point is now like, were these kids just at a young age and learned the marketing availability that came with the new technology and the internet?
I don't agree with that.
I didn't have a motherfucking laptop or computer in my damn possession until I was about 15, 16
Barely
years old.
had
I
a
didn't
cell
even know
phone.
what
That's
the
why
fuck
we
a
did it the
laptop
old school way
was.
and hit the streets.
Dead
Right.
serious.
Word of
Right.
mouth.
But this way
Yeah,
it don't
right.
work. So our mentality's now they're born, they don't even know what the fuck. What do you mean slinging CDs out of a trunk?
But
What's
that's
a
the
CD?
difference.
Is that a controlled? You know what I mean?
Can you
So
blame?
let's go. You know
can
what I
you
mean?
blame?
Controlled dangerous.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Can you blame the
CDs.
new generation of fans? Can you, or is it just what they know? They don't know
That's the
no
point
better.
That's the
They
point I'm
don't
giving
know
to you.
any better.
They don't know. But at the same time, now we didn't know how to market like they know how to now in this new world. So
Yeah, I don't
is
even
that,
think- I don't
is that
even
what
think
their
it's a-
success is coming
Look,
from?
I don't even think it's a fact of these new artists or this new type of music knowing how to market or knowing anything.
How do you not?
They're just literally taking advantage of how society is today. Like literally, they could literally sit there, run through a whole track and a whole whatever promotion marketing behind it of a fact of being a drug addict and literally pop off and make millions of dollars.
Yeah, Lil Pump.
Just because of the way society is right now, they know they can do that and they will capitalize off of that.
Little yachty, little whatever. Like, come
Little
on,
eat a
man.
dick.
What's all these little fucking...
Yo. Go ahead.
They're little
Go ahead.
pussies
Go
with
ahead.
a budget.
Biggie Smalls. Like, what the fuck?
Yo,
How do
now-
you go from Biggie Smalls to...
It's
Lil
literally
Pump?
crazy to me,
So-
but I will not sit here and try and fucking decipher it in my head and try and change.
Look, but
Nah,
it's
look,
good.
so,
It's good to hear an R&B singer with that type of mind.
Yeah,
state.
yeah.
Like,
Because
I wanna
here's what I'm
these
saying. Like,
fuck
so,
trash vocalists like FTV tonight.
Here goes
I
back
mean-
to Johnny Check saying that
It is
he
what it
feels
is.
like the world's been getting so motherfucking soft lately that it's unbearable.
That's
Like I
because
can't even
my
deal with a lot
parents,
of people.
though, I would listen. I grew up on a lot on survival. These kids
Right.
nowadays, everybody's so fucking sensitive. I'm
They
getting
don't got
bullied.
no
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
Came from school and said she's bullying me. I said, what the fuck? She said,
So what?
She told me to shut up. I said, that's not bullying.
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's
everybody
just
gets
a
so
different.
sensitive and in their feelings.
The world is soft. It's just a
They're
different.
in their feelings. So
Yeah,
Drake, hold on, Drake, cut the shit. You got everybody in their feelings.
Yeah,
Drake.
rock out, bro.
We don't give a fuck about Kiki. We don't care if Kiki's coming back to see you.
Yeah, rock out, bro.
Hold on, bro. We don't give a fuck about.
This is my guy, bro. That's my little bro. at the end of the
Kiki
day.
challenge. But that's what it is. Like, hold on. Like Joel said, kids are thinking they're getting bullied and they're acting in a soft, sensitive manner.
Yeah.
And artists like Drake and Lil Pump are getting them to be in their feelings and suicidal. That's what drives me crazy. It's because they take advantage of the society right here, but they're brainwashing these kids.
Yo, I gotta be honest with that.
That's crazy.
The ex tension or whatever his name
Rest
was,
in
who
peace
just
to X.
He wants to
R.I.P.
kill himself because he was on probation. Well, maybe he shouldn't be a fucking idiot and get fucking arrested.
Right.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to X, though.
I don't feel, man. You already know me.
But-
X is alive, chilling right now. About
Nah,
to get
rest in
million,
peace to
million
X.
platinum
Stop.
sales.
Right, yeah,
He ain't
but-
dead,
but
bro.
I'm
look-
not gonna lie, that song Changes or whatever it is, I kind of was feeling that. I mean,
love him.
it was.
If you listen to other
Which
Rest
one
in
was that?
peace to X, bro. I'm not going to sit here and
It's all
fucking
the songs.
disrespect somebody.
Yeah.
That just,
Then, okay, so listen.
it's just not going to happen. Rest in peace to X.
Trash.
That's my whole thing.
Trash.
Listen,
Nah, that's
I
crazy,
was
bro.
trying
We
to
can't do
remake
that.
it into like an R&B like type song.
Whether you feel that
and
way
then
or not,
make
fuck
runs
it.
and belt it out, and that shit would actually turn out hot. You know
Right.
what I mean? If people change.
So
it.
now, my opinion on that, because I heard that, because like my girlfriend has an 11-year-old and then a 16-year-old. So like I'm like talking to both of them, and an 11-year-old listened to that Extension guy all the time. I heard. What's that song? What was it called? You said Changes. Right. So now I'm listening to it, and now I'm like, all right, that sounds okay. But then about 45 seconds into it, 2 minutes into it, I'm like, okay, this is the song. These same 6 bars on repeat.
Word.
So now, like,
Gucci gang,
the
Gucci
kids
gang,
don't understand
Gucci gang,
it.
Gucci
Don't
gang,
understand
Gucci
the way
gang,
that old
Gucci
music
gang,
used to be.
Gucci
And I
gang.
said, you know what? That disappointed me. Like, what do you mean? Why? So I threw a song on. And I'm like, look how many words they just said in between the hook versus how many words did the Extension boy say in the whole song. I was like, in one verse, you already heard more different words and lyrics in a third of the song.
I make my daughter listen to classic rock. She knows word for word Journey, Boston. She knows Foreigner. She knows Madonna. She knows Donna Summer. Like, it is what the parents are also having their children around. I mean, if you just slap them in front of the TV, slap them in front of video games, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna become accustomed to the
Whatever
things
pops
that
up.
everybody else is listening to.
Mhm.
But you would never think a 9-year-old in this day and age would know every word of a Donna Summer
Nah.
song. That's because of her mother.
Yup.
It's the parents. It starts with the parents.
It does
you know?
start with that. I ain't gonna lie. It
I'm
definitely
not gonna let
starts
my daughter
with.
just chill on video games, her cell phone, and a TV all day. No,
Yeah.
go play with your motherfucking Barbie.
It definitely starts with the upbringing at home. That's a fact.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, let my daughter do that, but there's more, more to life than just a cell phone,
Than just
TV,
that.
video
Yeah.
games. Go play Manhunt.
Yeah, exactly.
I really wanted to get.
I said that to the kids. Yo, you
Like,
wanna
yo,
play Manhunt? They're
family.
Like, what?
I
Like,
really
Jailbreak,
wanted to
they're like,
get.
what?
I wanted to get Joe's opinion on like the hip hop nowadays and society nowadays. Being that, her first performance was at 14. If you don't mind me asking you, if you mind, how old are you? Mid-30s?
No way.
I'm 30.
30 years old? Okay, I'm about to be 30. All right. Being that, so that's 16 years in the game putting music out. So it's like you have that stain to know what you're talking about in the evolution of hip hop. So it's like keep being that frontline R&B singer. Like you said, we're gonna get these R&B battles popping, and we're gonna see who's really rocking with Jules.
Gomez, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, see the Gomez, she's coming for your ass. But like I said, you've been through it, so keep that same mind state as we do, and this is why you're here, and this is why every guest we have on agree with us at some point that this hip hop needs to change. Yes, I agree. The trend has lasted for a long time, longer than we expected. But the trend's going to end, and this real music's going to come with people like Jules on the front line, and that's a fact, and that's a super fact.
See, this is the type of shit that we deal with. This is what I've been trying to bring back full circle. Like, I'm tired of being looked at as, oh, you old, you bitter. Yeah, I mean, I'm so tired of that, bro. Like,
right now, look.
What we got to be bitter about?
Nah, bro, I'm sick of hearing
so
that,
there's
bro.
two things about it.
Nah, we're not going to accept that.
Now the thing is usually that comes from the younger people. You're saying
The fact is that the new wave and the new generation is the younger people.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is now, like I was saying earlier with the story I was telling about the kids and this one song, the new song compared to the music, how I said that's not good music, and they're like, wait, what do you mean? It's
But
the
they
best
don't-
song. It's
they
got the
don't
most
know
views.
any better,
So
bro.
I go and I throw one of our songs that we grew up with, like R&B
A
90s
Dipset,
instead of
anything.
that, and then I start pointing out. I'm like, look. Do you hear the words that he's saying?
They don't even get it.
How many words? Yeah, they don't.
I can't
they
blame
don't
them.
understand half of it. But
They
I'm
don't.
saying,
They
I was
don't
like,
get
don't
it.
you hear him saying more things? I'm like, can you hear that man carrying a note and all that? Like, and I just try to show them the quality of the music, and they almost knew what they were hearing. They knew that it was kind of better, but they were like, they didn't want to put the effort to understand it. Is what it is.
I don't blame them.
So basically, it's like, to me, basically, it's a lack of not knowing. You know what I mean? They just don't know the stuff. So.
That's it, and it all comes with the parents, the generation. But like I said, with people like Jules on the front line, we're going to keep it rocking. Jules, the music we've been playing is beautiful. We got a lot of people on the shit, people on the SoundCloud. Trust me, you already gained.
This song that's not even released yet.
Facts. That's
Plug
what we
plug first.
We got
two more. We got two more. We're gonna play
Unreleased
from Jules Federal. Jules, plug in these two tracks we about to play for y'all.
All right, so the first one is Beautiful Liar. That one's coming out next month, and Patiently is already released, available on all music platforms. All you got to do is search me, JULZ, and the word Patiently.
Word.
Let's go.
Look it up.
So trust me, like I said, we just need more people like Jules on the front line of music, even in the R&B genre, making things go and making hip hop change and getting this trend to end and coming back with the real shit. And that's all we respect. That's all we gonna keep having in this world. So Jules, keep rocking. Let's get into it. It's abm101.com every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Make sure y'all call in, man. Big shout out to my man M. Mark on the call in. 856-264-2028. This is the full-time radio show for the record.
Fuck trash rappers, motherfucker.
I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
Your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, Bro Gods, Hero Rap, Jersey, ABM, all that.
This is Johnny Checks, abm101.com. Log in to check us out. Full-time radio show. You already know we got a monster singer in the building, Jules. We've been hearing the music all night. We're getting to know some of the ways that she perceives things and her perspectives on a couple topics. And I'm not hating. I'm not mad.
Everything she said, she knows. She's been through the game. She's been in this. She knows exactly what she's talking about. Let's get into it. Federal District, what up?
Hey, Federal.
Jules Federal, let's go!
I'm
right, stop. Go ahead, rock out.
This is the full-time radio show for the record. Fuck trash rappers.
Motherfucker.
I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
Your boy J.TYM, Fresh Air, Bro Guys, rest in peace, Jimmy D's, facts.
It's Johnny Checks. We got more fire from Jules. You already heard it, man. This girl's just nice. I fuck with the music.
First off, Beautiful Liar and Patiently, easily my two favorites, Jules. God damn.
Thanks so much.
Them two are just, wow, fire. Now, I want to get your motives on Beautiful Liar and Patiently, being two of my favorites. How did you what were you thinking when you made the Beautiful Liar?
Beautiful Liar is when I went through a breakup, and it's about pretty much a woman saying she's fine without him. She's doing okay, she doesn't care, but deep down inside she really gives a shit and she's really dying. Okay. So that's why she's called the Beautiful Liar.
That's dope.
And she's really dying.
That's dope. I fuck with that.
So Beautiful Liar, Heart of Stone, Beautiful Liar, you're not alone. So it's pretty much just saying most women are like that.
Word.
I mean, anyone who's built on survival and trying to act like they don't give a fuck. So they
I
really
know the type.
Yeah.
We're tough exterior, we're mushy on the inside.
100%.
I got you down. Now, Patiently Waiting. Who was that talking on the beginning of the single?
That was Nim.
Nimrod? Okay.
Shout out to Nim again.
Shout out to Nimrod.
Salute, bro.
The whole federal district.
That's what's up. Now, what made you make that single, and what made you make that the official single of Jules Federal? What did that have that the others, that really want to make it that gem,
Well, everybody's always talk about breakups. I mean, I talk about them too, because most of us go through heartbreak more than we go through actual love. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
No matter what it is in life,
Fucked
whether it's
up,
a
but that's real.
relationship, friendship, family, whatever, we always get our hearts broken. So I'm tired of writing about that shit sometimes, and I was thinking about, wouldn't it be nice if instead of bashing a man, I was actually talking about spoiling my man?
Word.
So,
Facts.
Women who actually like to cater to their men and are actually happy with their men will like that song. And men, well, what man doesn't want to be spoiled by a good-ass woman?
Right.
So it's going to be relatable all around.
Right. Now, see, I like that, too, because earlier you said that you asked me, did that feel like that was like a 90s kind of R&B song? And to me it was, and now's it because 90s R&B was about literally loving your significant other, like straight up, screw the whole planet Earth. I don't give a shit, yo. Like I'm fighting werewolves. Let's go. And now all the R&B is fucking literally talking about like getting with different bitches.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy,
that's all.
right? Like the norm is literally like cheating on
you got Young M.A. talk about she's got a dick.
Yeah,
like
shout out to Young M.A. though. I'm not going to disrespect
I'm not gonna lie.
M.A.
Yo,
Hold up,
I ain't like her.
We're not going to do that.
I ain't like her at first.
Wait,
my mind just
blew up. Where did we come out with?
Yeah, we're not about to do that. This has nothing to do with her.
Yeah, I don't even see the route of it. We're talking about R&B and singing
Yeah,
and
we're
loving
not
somebody.
about to do that, bro.
She
She a female spitter, bro.
What I'm saying is this new generation, they talk about love in a different way. Like she's talking about plugging bitches with her strap-ons.
That's what she does, my G. We're not talking about Young M.A. We're talking about the R&B of today.
Bro, we're talking about love songs, R&B right now. You get it?
She's talking about plugging bitches with her strap-on because that's what the fuck she does, my G. We're not talking about her right now.
I'm talking about old school, new school love.
Right, no, but
how they felt
Young
back in
M.A.
the
doesn't
day
do R&B.
about
We're
it.
talking about
Love
R&B.
these days is transparent.
We're talking about the Tyrese's and the R&B of today compared to then, bro.
Marion.
You know what was that work? Yo, R&B shit? Sweet Lady by Tyrese.
But
Fire.
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all know
That type
that.
of what
Y'all
we're
gotta
trying to
check
say
that.
is the type of R&B that's popping nowadays is you're either cheating on this person, this is your side bitch, this is
That's
the
what I
drugs
mean
I'm
to
doing.
say, the
That's
talk
What happened to
level
like yo?
of
I'm
love.
talking all the way back. What happened to Tank saying, "Please don't go"?
That was my shit.
Please don't go.
Don't ever disrespect me in your life.
Now here's the
That was my
question: do you
shit.
think they left after he sang that song?
Hell
you
no.
think they stayed? I think they
Hell no.
stayed.
I think they stayed.
So,
But
Jules,
that's the point. That's what we're trying to get off right now. The feel was different
right
back
now
then.
for this generation is transparent, superficial.
They don't know what love is,
That's
bro.
why they don't know. Everything is right at their fingertips. Everything is replaceable.
Yes.
You know,
Everything is temporary. Shout out to my guy Juan Pablo.
We're taught to work it out. It's easy to walk away. It's hard to stay in one.
Well,
spot.
because like look back in the
Damn,
day,
talk that shit.
how hard was it to go and meet new random people? You know what I mean? Like it wasn't hard, but like the amount of people you would meet, isn't how it is on the social media.
There was no social media back then.
So everybody had these strong relationships back in the day, so people were afraid to leave them, especially if you felt like you found the prettiest girl you've seen in a while because you don't have Facebook to look at a million of them. Then, you know what I mean? Like, she's the best one in South Jersey. I can't even count it I seen. Dog, fuck me taking a chance and going to do that. But now the social media, they see a picture of Christina who's pretty, but now they got Ashley over here who lives a little closer than
But it's not even just that. It's not even just that. You with your girl, you in a strong relationship, you with your man, whatever, however, whichever way you want to look at it. Y'all get into some type of bullshit, whatever it is, an argument, whatever. Now you got the girl that you arguing with getting 30, 50 likes, 100 likes from other men, other people in general. They getting that type of attention. They gassing your fucking head up. They not trying that adds fuel to the fire of them not wanting to make shit better with you. There's no reason to try.
I don't think the likes add fuel to the fire. I think it's the person's personality.
That's a fact too.
You are not strong enough. So okay, I'm not trying to be cocky, okay, but I get 300 something likes on my pictures. I'm not like, oh my god. So today, like I got.
But you're also
likes and 22 comments.
Yeah.
I'm the best fucking.
But you're also built from that era.
But
you come from that. You're cut from that cloth. It's not a lot of girls nowadays that are.
If you give if I get 50 DMs, I'm like no decline, no decline. You even in this generation, there are some strong people.
I agree. I 1,000% agree.
Social media allows it to be easier for people to cheat. You know,
Facts.
Super.
That's all I'm saying.
Of course.
That's
because look, how else would you cheat? You'd have to go out publicly, physically, to go meet other people.
Back in the day, you had to.
But now, while I'm in the shower, somebody could be messaging somebody and then set something up for next Tuesday within 5 minutes of me taking a shower, and nobody knows.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But you know, if they couldn't,
love
do
is
that,
not
right.
the same. Even marriage, even wedding.
If that wasn't available, then what would happen? You'd come out of the shower and she wouldn't be there, or he wouldn't be there, and then you're like. All right, now
see, but I respect Jules. I respect Jules at the end of the day because the difference is if you really are that type of person at heart, you ain't gonna feed into that shit regardless. It is what it is. There's people out here that don't do that. There's people out here with the opportunity to do that type of shit and don't do it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it G with you. It's about 80-90% of the people that
because
feed right into it.
You're like, oh, I hate him right now. I'm gonna go like somebody else right now.
Yeah, love is different. Even marriage, you could sign a piece of paper and say, "Yo, we legally married," just because you signed the paper. But at the end of the day, you don't even really know their favorite color.
But it's like literally,
it's just bullshit.
But
man.
At the end of the day, it's like literally, what is marriage nowadays?
It isn't.
It's a business.
My parents been together.
Come on, bro.
My parents been together 31 years.
Back
31 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, that was the ultimate goal out of relationships, right?
As a nurse, I have
that don't mean nothing.
Married for 65 years.
Right.
And you know what they told me? Because I always ask. They say it takes a lot of forgiveness, a lot of compromise, and he or she will sleep on the couch if we're angry, but we will never take our relationship outside of the house and let other people into our relationship. It stays in our house.
Okay, now ask relationships nowadays if they feel the same way or not.
Absolutely not. Because somebody will get pissed off at their significant other, go on Facebook and be like, fuck this motherfucker.
Right. And then expect the other significant other to forgive when they find out.
Here's my favorite thing. Yeah, here's my favorite thing. I'm in 1 month in, 1 month deep. I'm in love. This is my best moment of my life. 1 month in a relationship.
I don't see. Look, that's
and then when they break up, it's fuck that person. You know what I mean? Then the next week they got.
That's where it gets an issue. I don't really mind that. Whatever it is, if that's what it is, that's what it is for you. But it's that. All right. A month later is somebody else. A month later is somebody else.
No, it makes it a target.
That's where it gets a little crazy.
Shout out to Floor. You know, she had us beat. She had us going. We thought the girl Floor was gonna get married to some fucking stranger, Poppy Bull from fucking New Orleans. She got us. I thought it was real. Floor, you would have been dumb as shit for that, and I would have probably milked you when I saw you. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
But look, word up. At the end of the day,
it's just. Like I said, it's just
what it boils down to. What it boils down to is that just society is just different. At the end of the day, it just is what it is. It like you don't gotta be from our era or built from that cloth to really be a real person and not like feed into the fuck shit that goes on nowadays. You could be somebody that there's young people nowadays that still got the same type of heart as we do, or still believe in the same type of shit that we do. But the majority of the people just don't because they don't know any better, and that's just it is what it is.
And you know, and Mark called up. He said, "I'm listening to somebody with a big heart." You could just tell the way Jules, like, you know what I mean, she comes out, shows love, even in her music. You could just like I said, when you meet an artist, you know the seriousness of their career and their craft, and we see that from Jules. That's why I want her on the front line of this R&B.
But that's what I love. I love the realness. I love the realness of an artist at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
But we're gonna get into one of my favorite segments of the week. You know, we're all speaking these super facts, so it's time to get into some super facts. It's my favorite segment, super facts. You know, I've been drinking with my man J Dot. I ain't drive to the show tonight, so I'm having a blast. So super facts, I'm not getting pulled over tonight, and that makes some noise for that, man.
That's a fact.
Clap it up for that right quick.
Yeah, I'm a piggyback off of that because super facts. At the end of the day, my man Lynch been pulled over and searched maybe 20 times this month.
Easily this month.
Yeah, no bullshit.
These boys, they just say, "Oh, we're just gonna search you." I'm like, "For what?"
It's because of that. It's because that trash ass car you drive.
That's it, man.
But it is what it is. I get it.
Fuck trash Ruby cars. Fuck trash red cars. Because that's what I got, man. J-Dot, what's your super fact for the week, man?
Look, at the end of the day, super facts is I'm glad I'm back with my team right now because it's been a couple weeks since the whole team been together. I'm glad we got somebody as genuine as Jules here, like a real artist. You know what I mean? Like that's straight up. Like
the beginning, yo.
Like at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Like we interview real artists that we feel is full time. That's what our whole motive here is at this radio show, and I respect everybody that we've had come up here, but like just as a team, it's been 2 weeks since we've all been together. We took a couple weeks off. Like Rod wasn't here last week. The whole team wasn't here the week before. You know what I mean? So it just feels good to be back with my team. Shout out the whole team in the building. Shout out to Jules for coming through. Another genuine dope, talented artist in the building. Like that's that full time radio shit for the record. Fuck trash rappers at the end of the day, but that's what we do. So salute to the whole team for being in the building. Love y'all.
Super facts, man. Johnny Checks, hit us with a super fact.
My super fact is that it's the month of the singers in R&B, and
Facts.
I think the super fact is that shit got set the fuck off with Jules. Yo.
Yes,
Great
Jules set it off.
choice.
Trust me.
Slacking the next couple weeks either.
Nah, we got a bunch of people. So super facts. This is the R&B month. Super facts. Jules set it off. All Star P, hit us with a super fact.
Super facts. My studio session got oofed because motherfuckers don't know how to book sessions right. They got somebody booked at the same goddamn time, but it ain't gonna stop me. You hear me? You feel me? If there's a roadblock in your way, you either gonna find a way around it or I'm gonna knock it the fuck down. Super facts.
Shout out to Sig, you the booking different.
You already know. Jules Federal, hit us with a super fact, girl.
Super facts is I'm never giving up this music shit.
Let's clap it up for that. Yeah. Let's clap it up for that right now.
It's a fucking full-time quote right there.
That's never giving up. You heard what she's saying? Never giving up. Never. She got a daughter who looks up to her and says, "Mommy, you ain't giving up." So even daughter without the daughter, you could just tell that Jules Federal has that drive. So yeah, I mean, and that's all super facts. Like I said, man, I ain't getting pulled over. Johnny Checks is the R&B session. Jules set it off. J-Dot's happy to be with the team.
It's fair.
Fuck trash recordings. All-Star P, we gonna get you in there, baby. Trust me, it's gonna happen. I got a studio being built at the crib. Don't get it fucked up. You forgot, All-Star P. The studio will be at my house very soon, so you get.
Fact though,
we will rock out.
We will rock out. Hey, it's gonna sound good. I got a dope engineer. Keep sleeping.
Maybe we gonna see.
Dope engineer. So you already know, but Jules, we're going to get into these main questions of the week. I definitely wanted to ask you this, being that your daughter is a good push for you.
Lynch.
Nimrod's a good push for you. I want to know your influences, your top 5 in hip-hop, dead or alive, straight up right now.
Hip-hop?
No order.
Let her do R&B.
Well, R&B since
Let her do R&B.
R&B.
I want to set that question off first.
Let her do R&B.
Top 5, Whitney Houston.
Oh, shit.
Celine Dion.
Facts.
400%.
I listened to both artists today.
Madonna.
That's a fact.
Go ahead.
Adele.
Damn. That's a mean 4.
Mariah Carey.
God
Right.
Sealed it off with the heroes. So we got Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Adele,
Celine Dion.
Celine
That's
Dion.
a mean 5. My God.
And what was that 5?
Madonna.
And Madonna. You can't be.
She's the queen of pop.
I listened to 3 of those artists today.
Yo, honestly, out of that top 5,
no
I gotta
bullshit.
say that I agree 100% that
With
4 of them can't even be moved on that top 5.
Who's the one that can?
Adele's the only one I think could give away because there's a couple other good singers out there. There is.
She's fire, my J.
The
Stop.
only singer I know that does not collaborate with absolutely anybody and still makes it to the fucking top.
Oh,
You know
top
what I'm
hits.
saying? Like she's not. I'm not saying she's like the best singer ever.
Right. We're not going with that. We're going with your top 5.
Her music,
Dope.
I just feel like
And the way she moves or whatever. That's
I love
good,
that
yeah.
5. I'm sorry.
That's a great top 5. Like I said, I wanted to get deep into these final 2 questions. That's why I started off the hip hop or the R&B list first. Jules, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
music as my primary career, touring, way bigger fan base, and just being able to live comfortably off my music to give my daughter a better life.
Fire. What's your daughter's name?
Diane.
Yeah, let's make some noise for Diane real fast. You know what I mean, Diane? Mommy's got you, and mommy ain't giving up. You heard what I'm saying? And that's a super fucking fact for the team. So now speaking. Sorry, Diane. This is the FTR show. So Jules,
we'll let you listen to it later.
Now, being that you've been performing since 14, you started as a youth. You try to reach out to the youth, and you're with us trying to change the youth. What is your message to the youth going from here on forward for your music, for life, anything? What's your message to the youth?
Well, in life, you have to have thick skin. You have to suck it up, buttercup, because no one's going to hand you shit.
Talk that shit.
Stop crawling into a fucking hole and wanting to kill yourself over dumb shit.
Facts. Talk that word.
And listen, I'm all about sensitivity, but like I said, you have to have thick skin in this world, because this world is not good. In fact, it's more bad than good.
And the world don't owe you nothing.
So the world don't owe you nothing. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody feels bad for you. So get off your fucking ass and work hard just like the rest of us.
Woo! You hear that?
That shit.
Now, that's a message to the youth. That might be one of the strongest.
Shit, Jules.
Now, it's been a Jules. Let's make some noise for Jules Federal
Facts,
real fast. Like I said, she came out all this way. Jules, now I wanted to know, did you have a great time on the full-time radio show?
I definitely did. I feel like we already built a rapport. So
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was easy. It was
awesome.
It
And
was
Jules,
no
I'm
question.
telling you, right, this is the beginning. Try to keep this date in mind. September 28th, we will have you here. We're going to have the cypher with all of our guests we had in the last 6 months. We're going to have a big cypher. Hip-hop beats, R&B beats, whatever we can do, we're going to do it. We're going to have the whole Jules back-to-back thing going on. We need you in the building on the 28th, September 28th. Volume 2, full-time radio show cypher. It's going down. Before
these when we throw these is actually great for networking too, because we got about like 20-something artists in the building at once. Producers too, bro.
So we just dropped the jewels on y'all. Instead of we getting into some singing, what we're gonna do is play the single again. We're gonna play patiently again to end off our show.
Remember, it's under the wrong title.
Right, which one's it under?
Which one? What is love? We're gonna play the patiently track, the single from Jules.
Yeah.
Jules, we really, really love you. We respect you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being who you are. And bottom line, thank you for being full time. Let's get into this single, man. We got Carly Underwood next week. This pop sensation. Woo! We got some surprises for you coming up in the R&B section of this month. It's about to get crazy.
Shout out Carly too.
Shout out to Jules one more time. Let's give her a round of applause. Jules Federal.
Love you, Jules. Thank you for coming.
We'll see y'all
Jules.
next week, man. ABM101.com every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Make sure y'all call in 856-264-2028. This is the full-time radio show. For the record, fuck trash rappers. I'm your host, Craig Lynch.
Your boy J.2IM, Fresh Air, Bro Guys, Hero Rap, ABM Jersey. Rest in peace, Jimmy D's. Facts.
This is Johnny Checks, ABM 101 full-time radio show. You already know, man. I love hearing good singers, and I love meeting and hearing, the story of people. Original, she looks the part, plays the part, and I'm happy that Jules came through. Everybody else.
Word.
Your boy All-Star P. We about to conclude the full-time radio show with Jules, man. It's a dope-ass night, dope-ass interview. She's a dope-ass singer, man. That's all we love. That's all we about. So, much love. Salute. Keep doing your thing for real, man.
Now, Jules, tell the people where they can find you at on all social media.
You can find me everywhere at Jules, JULZ_Federal. That's on Twitter, SoundCloud, Facebook, Audio Mac, iTunes, Google Play, everywhere. You just type in JULZ and look for Federal District Records also on YouTube. Shout out to my team.
For real, go check it out. Stop acting like you're doing something so important right now.
Federal District Records on the YouTube.
Look it up.
Let's get into it. Carly Underwood next week. One more time. This is the full-time radio show. For the record,
fuck trash rappers.
Let's get into it patiently. Jules Federal. Let's go. We'll see y'all next week.
Next Friday. Everybody be safe.
ABM101.com.
Holla.
feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got they get the fuck from ground, yo. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Girl, I got something for you, pussy niggas, sound off. All you niggas fuckin'. You a pussy nigga fuckin'. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fuckin'. All you niggas fuckin'. I said fuckin'. You a pussy nigga fuckin'. All the bitches, all I wanna do is said fuckin'. Fuck with me, you think I'm bluffing. I turn your muffin into stuffing. I ain't playing, I ain't going, it ain't about nothing. What you saying? Let's get the tools, let's do construction.
ever with the cuffin'. Get the money, game my nigga, shit is nothing. Hey, we do this shit. Middle finger to the ops, all them pussy niggas in the cops. Won't take a bullet in they top. Won't try to take some of my God. Big bandana on his face. Snatch that slammer off my waist. Get the jamming on y'all bitch ass niggas and do the race. You know how I shit get. Just some South Philly shit. Won't trust none of y'all niggas. It was fuck y'all from the rip. Fuck y'all from the rip.
I feel like these pussy niggas praying on my downfall. Pussy niggas, yeah, I got to get the fuck from ground, y'all. Being humble, being calm, feeling like a downfall. Well, I got something for you pussy niggas, sound off. All you niggas fucking. If you a pussy nigga, fucking. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fucking. All you niggas fucking. I said fuck 'em. If you a pussy nigga, fuck 'em. All the bitches, all I wanna do is fuck 'em. I said fuck 'em.
poppin' for a bag, nigga. Daughters fall in the same trade, this shit is sad, nigga. Never thought a dream that I would nigga choose a two. But I was thinking about it ever since the start of school. Seeing my homies die, crucial man, it wasn't cool. So I had to protect myself, a nigga wasn't lose. Like a piranha just when I snatch you. All of my homies, they stay in packs too. Living the life in the presence of a feeling, nigga. Niggas grimy and getting slimy, getting gritty with your bitches that's white. Fake K on the right, think about it in the cold of LA. But I wasn't born in the Bay. Gotta take it back to South Philly, hey. Niggas do. Got a cousin Ninja Mill that a bucket too. My brother Mickey got a shot at here, busted too. But the niggas to play, fake K on the way. Think about it in the cold of LA. But I wasn't born in the Bay. Gotta take it back to South Philly, hey.